I'm gaming. I'm doing it.
You will get no love from me.
Fuckers in school telling me always in a barber shop. Chief ain't about this, Chief ain't about that. My boy a BD on fucking Lamron and them. They say don't be nigga putting on no work. Shut the fuck up! Y'all niggas ain't no shit! All you motherfuckers talking about Chief ain't no hitter, Chief ain't this, Chief a fake. Shut the fuck up! Y'all don't live with that nigga. Y'all know that nigga got caught with a rat shit. Shooting at the police and shit. Nigga been on probation since fucking, I don't know when. Motherfuckers, stop fucking playing them like that. Them niggas savages out there. If I catch another motherfucker talking sweet about Chief Keef, I'm fucking beating their ass. I'm not fucking playing no more. Know them niggas roll with Lil Reese and them.
Young Chop on the beat.
These bitches love salsa, oh, and I know it. Fucking with them old boss, you gon' get fucked over. Rarries and Rovers, these hoes are cheap salsa. Hit on with that cobra, now that boy slumped over. They do it all for salsa, you boys ain't making no noise. Y'all know I'm a grown boy, yo clip full of bro boys. Got y'all some robots, got y'all some robots. We GBE dope boys, we got lots of dope boys. Love salsa, and they love them glow boys. Know we from the go boy, but we cannot go boy. No, I don't know old boy, I know he's a bro boy. Rarries and Rovers, convertible Lambos boy. You know I got bands boy, and it's in my pants boy. Disrespect them old boys, you won't speak again boy. Don't think that I'm playing boy. No, we don't use hands boy. No, we don't do friends boy. Collect bands on the landlord. I get lots of commas, I can fuck your mama. I ain't with the drama, you can meet my llama. Riding with 300 for us. These bitches see cheese salsa, I swear I got they all now. These bitches love salsa, oh, and I know it. Fucking with them old boss, you gon' get fucked over. Rarries and Rovers, these hoes are cheese salsa. Hit on with that cobra, now that boy slumped over. They do it all for salsa, you boys ain't making no noise. Y'all know I'm a grown boy, yo clip full of bro boys. Got y'all some robots, got y'all some robots. We GBE dope boys, we got lots of dope boy. Don't make me call him Rose boy, he 6 double low boy, and he keep that pole bar. You gon' get fucked over. Bitch, I done so soda, and I done so coca. She gon' clap for salsa, he gon' clap for salsa. They do it for salsa, them hoes that do it for salsa. They don't want that molly water, so nigga be cool like water. For you get hit with this lava, bitch on that trending topic. Don't care no price, I copy me and yo bitch steady jocking me. These bitches love salsa.
Good.
Nice, nice, nice. Solid, solid.
VOD? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on, Mal. You know Coach Kips? He wants to VOD review us.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fine.
so.
I don't. I'm not tapped in. That's fine though.
What you say? You're gonna tap in?
My bad. Hold on. Am I muted? I'm not muted, right?
No.
Okay. I'm not tapped in. Like I'm not like. What is? How do you explain tapped in? Okay, tapped in is like when you know something. Like when you watch like a show, like you're like tapped into the show, like you know. And then you like asked me, you was like, "Oh, do you know him?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm not tapped in." That's what I was basically
Oh yeah,
saying.
okay.
Yeah, but I'm down for surely though.
Well, hold on. Let me invite you to the Discord, Coach Kips. Join Discord and then we can do it. My Moon Knight didn't get his all. Yeah. GG's, bro.
You gotta drag me, boss.
Yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah. Oh, this is weird. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's weird. I don't have my voice meter on. I shouldn't be able to hear people right now.
What the heck?
Like my. That's whatever. Okay. Well, I know JKO. How am I supposed to say your name, by the way? Is it just JKO or is it like Jayco?
Jaco? Yeah,
Okay.
Jaco.
I'm not even gonna try to say your name. It's a lot of letters. Mal Chronicles?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, me and Jayco, we did a coaching session with your team, right? I think that's the only time I've actually coached you though. But yeah, I can check you guys out. I'm since you haven't heard of me, I'm a pro coach. I've won MRC. I do a bunch of Ignite stuff.
Fire.
I'm trying to start to do some content, but we'll see. Because I coach some big names that I might as well just do content now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just tell me whatever code you want. You just DM it to me. We stream my stuff.
Yeah.
Don't tell me the last one. That game didn't look like a game.
Yeah, we could do like a game where we lost, but like it's like a long game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it works. Are you still playing like scrimming and stuff?
Yeah, we scrimmed today.
Need to remind. Why can't I hear myself? I feel like I'm doing something wrong right now. You know who Callus
You see my
is?
stream?
I'm just saying I look like Callus. I'm not on your stream. Let me pop over.
I think this one's gonna be a good one. Well, actually, Mal wasn't playing good this game. Maybe maybe a different one.
Let me see. I might just have to watch it from your stream.
You guys have played a ton of
Yeah, I played
games.
DD on that one. Dude, we have.
Yeah, I mean you have a lot to pick from. Maybe not Widow. I mean you could, but you
Dude, this
find
one, like, I MVP, but we lost.
What's your-
How'd you guys lose that one? Yeah, that one could work. I mean,
Oh, maybe this one.
Alright, there we go.
Oh, no, this one was just a rocket was trolling. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these games, it's just like people just troll on their games and we just lose.
You just click the same fucking game.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm just trying to see.
Don't click it again. Oh, you can be big a win.
Wow, what's a game that we should have won, but like we just didn't. Like this one.
I just closed Rivals. I'm not even gonna troll.
Oh really?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm on your stream right now. But scroll down.
that's a good game, no?
Well, it's gonna be delayed. Just you can pick one. You can pick one. It's fine.
We had Kuja on our team this one. Were you on Groot? Yeah, you were on Groot this one. Wait, was this the
That one
game where we
might
just
be
didn't have a
cocked.
second support?
Yeah, because I have like freaking 20k healing. I know we didn't have a support that one for surely.
That is so bad. Oh, yeah. Big collab, big collab.
Appreciate. I don't got that many views, but we'll add a little bit.
No, you're good. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I feel like all these games are just chalked. Like they're just chalked, bro. Like
That's a
every
great game. That's a great game.
which one?
I don't know. We're delayed. I think the 17-12.
17-12. This one? Pregnant Deku?
That can work. We need something. I don't care if they have a. He did great. He went 20-9.
Yeah. Do you want me to
Yeah, just copy the
stream
code.
my screen or?
No, just send me the code. Send me the code. It'll make it easier.
Okay.
You can either
Could be 103. 617,
share with friends. Are you gonna make me type it out?
Do I have you added? I don't even know how you added,
You
bro.
don't even add it. Just hit the share with friends thing, and it like control C's it for you. It's just
Yeah, but I have my Discord on my other computer. Hold on.
Okay, fine. I'll type it in. It's on my fucking screen. 131767490. Okay, that works.
What's happening? Getting VOD reviewed right now, chat, by a professional coach.
You guys
Oh, yeah.
can. You can just pull my Discord up if you want. Should be easier.
Let's see.
Like, I need to know what I need to be doing better. I need to know like how I can work with Mal better, and I need to know like
I mean,
how we
who
can
do
win.
you, Mal? Who do you mainly play? I saw you playing a bunch of people.
He plays Groot and Mag. for the
Group
most part.
Mag? Okay, well then you should be comboing with him constantly, like every other fight. Just combo. Just one tap of support. Ban out Gambit because that shit's a pain in the ass. You might even want to ban out like, I mean, actually playing against Invis is good for you. So yeah. Oh, you guys aren't playing against Invis. Okay.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Why are you guys so far back? Okay. Most important part for you. 1 second. I hear myself. Am I echoing off of you? I am
Might be my
echoing off
head.
you. No, it's
Yeah, going off me.
yeah, I'm echoing off you. Okay, that works. Make sure you guys ask questions though. Okay. You guys are already kind of far behind, so you kind of just troll by being in here when they're running up. You should just be AFK on high ground. All you have to do is kind of just be server admin on this map. This is just really hard to push. Definitely if Angela isn't in the game or if no one's playing Angela. Angela kind of makes this hard. And yeah, you're just holding left corner pretty easily. Combo wise, you guys aren't really comboing ults much. You can combo double stun. You can like grab someone, kick them in, and then you can just stun that and just one shot most tanks. But combo wise, oh, you're trolling a little. Oh yeah, because you came late, you're low health once you got on this angle. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much you can do besides show up early. And I mean, now the fight's already cooked.
I think I DC that like first round or like select, hero select.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, the fight's already over. You go strange. It's good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, all that was kind of just gonna be a waste of time because, well, it's just kind of all over from there. Okay, once you cap, make sure you just die in point, get a full regroup. But all that's gonna be kind of useless. Okay. Angela picks really good in this map. I assume you don't play Angela, but really good player or really good character, pretty much all the time.
Do you think he should be playing Angela more, and then like we could still combo with Angela, right? Be like,
Yeah, you
Like,
can.
two at
It's
the same
a lot
time.
weaker than the other combos, but Angela's just a really good fucking character. Definitely in ranked. Only hard part, Angela grew. I mean, Angela Hulk is more for like a really heavy dive comp. So then it gets a little awkward for you. You just have to play really hard off angles if you are playing like double like flex tank, double off tank, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, because I've been trying to learn Angela a little bit.
Okay. So Angela, if you're not playing, so if you're playing with the Hulk or another dive character, you can be a bit more divey. Or you can try to line up dives if one of your DPSs dive, but you're not actually like a solo dive character. You're not a Cap, you're not a Venom, you shouldn't be diving. You're just off angle control all the time. So like you're marking lanes and making, like you two actually can play really well together. Let's say you have like a mag instead and you actually have like a front line. You two would actually just really like hard bully an angle because you'd be able to take whatever space you want as Phoenix, because anyone who challenges you is just going to get blown up by Angela. Because Angela is really good at just 1v1ing or making it a 2v1 because she has high mobility.
So I should be like taking angles with Jacob then, with Angela?
Yeah, you two should be hard taking angles. Mind you, here, we shouldn't be fighting down here. This is all kind of bad, just as a team, because taking this space is just not great. It gives them the entire high ground for free. We should be looking to take the high ground, to control the high ground, and then once point gets below, our tanks can contest, but we want to at least own this high ground first.
Okay.
Because also, if we own high ground, it's going to be harder for them to engage onto us and to ult onto us, because they have to go from low ground, already pushing point, already having like using mobility to get to high ground to fight us. But if we all just go low ground, them having an ult advantage because they won the first fight so cleanly, or not cleanly, but they have a better ult economy, they're going to just ult onto us, and it's going to be really easy for them to roll pressure. Because right here, now we're hard losing. We're in a neutral. Whenever there's a neutral, and mind you, Gambit's an exception because Gambit ult sucks. But because you can, well, not because it sucks, because you can aggro so fast with Gambit ult, and it doesn't really, doesn't fit in the same standards as most other support ults. Because you guys are in kind of a bad positioning, you guys have to ult first because your supports don't really own any space. Like if you look at your team right now, you don't own any space. Like anyone who's high ground on their team gets to play high ground pretty uncontested. Anyone who wants to play far back here gets to play here uncontested. You don't really own any space because your whole back line is just kind of stacked on a single line. So you need to kind of spread out and take more space. But because we have a bad neutral, we don't really own any space. Our supports kind of get pressured. Probably not the best invis-ult, but we still get invis-ult forced early in a neutral, which means we should be losing the fight, or at least losing the trade. Because if we ult first, they should just have better economy. That's a good ult. Yeah, I think it's a really, really good ult, actually. If you can get out a little quicker. Yeah, if you're just a little quicker, like with the reaction of just right when he ults, tossing that, locking him in and getting out of there, we don't have to cloak ult, and then you just kind of locked this into getting 0 value. So like, imagine if he's just stuck here. This is a really good ult if you can get out in time. Also, kind of before we so we invis-ulted here. For Phoenix, look at the angle you are on right now. So you're a medium range DPS. You have all kind of close range people, so you're the only one that can actually contest angles. And right now you're just kind of in the meat of things. Like you're just too close. Like we know this is going to be an ult fight. We know both teams have a ton of ults. And if we're just here, we're going to get hit by a bunch of bullshit. Or we at least can get hit by a bunch of bullshit. So just be aware. If Strange walks up and ults, you're going to have to use your dash, and then you're still kind of in the open. And if Thor engages on you, or they use some kind of ult, you don't really have any space to dodge or any actual good cover besides this. This is all you have. Just be aware of that. Like, if you rotated instead, if you didn't want to use high ground, you could have just rotated back side and kind of poked from here. This is still a really good range for you. You can even play this wall. It just gives you a lot more natural cover, gives you a mega to play on, just gives you a lot more space to work with. Like, their Phoenix isn't actually a really good spot for where she should be. Because their Phoenix now is completely uncontested.
I struggle a lot with, like, off angle and, like, when to off angle.
All the time.
Whenever I do off angle, I feel like I just get shit on, dude.
Probably because you're... So, that sounds annoying. One sec. Probably because you're doing it too aggressively or at wrong times. So, if we look at the team comp... Their team comp, you can't 1v1 her because if you're let me ask first. Why can't you 1v1 her? There's 2 reasons. You can't 1v1 her.
Why can't I 1v1 her?
Yes. Like you're going to be at a net negative every time you 1v1 her.
Well, I think it's because she has ult and like all her abilities.
Regardless of all, in regards to position, I meant in the game in general. There's a reason you can't 1v1 her because of team comp. Sorry.
It's because the drone, right?
Yeah, drone and Snowflake. She's going to be hard pocket. She should be hard pocket. She has neither right now, which is kind of funny. But she should be hard pocketed by one of these. So you're always going to be losing a 1v1 here because you don't have the resources for that. Mind you, if you're connected to your invis, she can put shield onto you and then you're kind of even. Or if you take the angle and you have an Angela or some kind of tank with mobility, you guys can 2v1 her and clear off an angle. But if you're not able to actually beat her because she has more resources, that's fine. But you have to play slower and more defensive. So instead of like trying to 1v1 her and duel her, you're more playing with your team, using team resources and kind of holding this angle off so she's not able to take an aggressive angle onto your backline.
Do you think I should be asking for more resources from the team? Like,
yeah, all the time.
Like, yo, invis shield me.
Yeah, all the time. Like a lot.
Come with me, like on the off angle. Okay, because I feel like I don't really like
DPS.
that a lot, so.
Yeah, and like pro play, yeah, DPS are always like barking resources over, like because that's how you win a duel. You don't win a duel because it's a one-on-one. You win a duel because actually a video that's coming out that's goes over this. You don't win a duel because of it's like a 1v1, or mind you, you're going to win 1v1 duels, but 90% of the time duels are won from some kind of outside circumstance. Like imagine you just get an invis shield while you're 1v1ing. Are you ever winning? Like your odds go down by like 90%.
Yeah.
If you like, let's say Angela shows up to a 1v1, are you winning? Probably not. Like things that just like, and it's not like it uses that, like it doesn't take that long for Angela just to fly over, grab someone, right click them, and just kill them instantly. This is good aggressive. Mind you, we have the salt. You can just hard walk.
Double KO.
Mind you, I think your ult was actually, I think you had a really high value play, to be honest. Even dying to trap this ult wasn't too bad. Mainly because our cloak ult, where it was positioned in a spot where it wasn't going to actually heal some of the backline. So a lot of people, I think, would have died if you didn't get that ult off. Okay. So here, on reset, we're now in Groot. Let me ask, yeah. Groot, well, either of you, actually. No, both of you. Where do you guys want to play? If you had to pick a spot right now before anything really happens, you look at their team comp. They're really heavy poke team comp, not really too great on the low ground. What would you guys like to do against them?
Oh, I should probably take high ground.
Contesting high ground, yeah, it's a good option. One key thing is normally that's always the right answer. The only time it's not the right answer when you have a really good bunker spot and the other team's really heavy poke, because you can just LOS them really hard.
Under.
Yeah, you're
Oh, on the bridge, yeah.
You guys under, yeah. You just AFK down here. You hold like this angle. Your Groot just sits here because no, they can't walk up. If someone walks up, Groot's just gonna like, trying to think of it like a not bad word. Groot's gonna touch them. There's not much they can do here. So you guys can. Groot is just. I hate Groot because he always enables bunkering. But yeah, you guys can just bunker here. So low ground here is fine, but you have to play like, you actually have to control like this lane so they can't get inside and kind of, because Groot only can control one lane realistically, but you want to control the other one. So if you're both just looking main, then high ground's going to hurt us, left is going to hurt us, and right can hurt us. Hulk is probably going to cover the high ground pretty well. But like, let's say you guys are on, let's say they're on like a similar comp you were on, you're just hard playing as Phoenix, you're hard playing high ground and hard playing right angle to make sure you're containing the space. Groot, you're probably still just playing tart, to be honest, because of how OP this spot is, but... Good. You need to be making sure, if you are playing this low ground, which isn't, it's not awful to play back here, you need to be back like here. You need some kind of easy cover so you don't have to use dash because of an ult. Like definitely a strange ult.
Okay. You try to play at like more range.
Yeah, like, well, Strange walks up, you back up. There's no reason for you to ever be in Strange's face. Like, he should never be able to ult onto your head. Not never, but very rarely.
By the eye of Agamotto, the god of thunder!
Pretty much because of that exact situation. Mind you, got out of it in time, but that exact situation where they're putting 1 or 2 ults right on your head, you don't want it. Now you have no cooldowns. You do have your ult, but you never really want ult to be forced. You want ult to be used because you see a high value moment. Let me go back to Groot. Honestly, here you're just kind of chilling. Okay, first thing, don't do this. People do this. I think this is awful. Use your big wall as your big wall. Like, use this to wall people off. Mind you, there are a lot of people do this. Maybe do this. You're doing this for the CC ability, like CC immunity, correct? As Groot?
Yeah, like...
Okay, yeah. Only do this maybe if they have Wolf. If they have Bucky, you should be able to block his grab, like you should hear the hook and be able to block it with a normal wall. You really shouldn't be forcing your best cooldown on like just in nowhere. Because even their comp, if we think about their comp, who is CCing you? Or who's like moving you?
Not really nobody. Like maybe Thor, but
we don't get okay, if Thor goes above us, hooks us in, I kind of rather have Big Wall to just put behind him and kill him instantly. You hard counter Thor when you're in a close angle like this. So just keep your Big Wall. Such a good cooldown. Even here, imagine right when Strange walks up, we know he's gonna ult. We just put a wall here and we just help shoot him. If he has no follow-up, his damage is gonna be pretty wimpy anyway. It's gonna be hard for him to one-shot unless he does it like perfectly. So we want to block that follow-up damage as much as possible.
By the eye of Agamotto, the god of thunder! Born again!
Focus supports. It's just easier because, I mean, well, realistically, when we look at here, how many people can heal Phoenix?
My bad, my mic's muted.
No, he's chilling. He's chilling.
Like 3. Like he had 3 people.
Yeah, well, yeah, they have a bunch of people. There's one less if you target a healer.
Mm.
So like Luna's a great person to just target, or either one of these. Right now, she's gonna get healed, and you're the only one doing damage in this situation. So it's fine to just sit point here, not let it move, and just do some damage.
Okay.
If, mind you, if someone is actually targeting her besides you, that's a fine play, but no one else is even shooting her or looking at her. Mind you, once they ult, is actually a really big part. Okay, when they go into your backline, they push into your backline, what's your backline gonna do? Just naturally?
They're just gonna patty cake.
Yeah, they're gonna patty cake and they're gonna disengage. Yep, both of those. So what does that mean for you?
I'm not gonna be getting healed.
You're not going to get healed and you're going to get disconnected from your team. So you need to instantly, this is why this wall would be really nice here. You instantly need to either make yourself some cover, you need to disengage, get around a corner, or move to your team to help them with this. Mind you, here, you don't really need to move to your team. Having big wall would help, but here you should just be trying to like disengage, cut off as many line of sights as possible, and then when this is all dealt with, come back to the fight. Because right now, like if you being here and you being here, nothing really changes besides it's easier to deal with damage. That's really it. It's easier to deal with damage. You don't really change anything. Like realistically, our job is to protect our backline from getting poked into and for us not to die. But here, our back, like we don't have any resources to actually block our backline. So it's either they get shot or we get shot, and we kind of rather have them get shot because they're at least healing each other. And it's ranked, you might be a bit selfish. You don't want to die in ranked.
Yeah, I gotta start doing that.
Even here, this is risky. We're still down 2. We have no damage, so whenever you walk into the other team, you use resources. Since you're walking into them without us actually using any, like we don't have any damage to trade into them, so you're just going to be taking a ton of free damage. Maybe if your idea is to charge up our support ults, not too bad of an idea. It would be nice if our cloak didn't bubble back here, but still, you're going to be using all of your walls and all of your healing to try to take this space when it's just not, like you can't take it yet. You have to wait a little bit longer till you actually have numbers. Because by the time this fight starts, Invis shield is down, Hulk bubble is down, your big wall is down, and now we're starting the fight at just a net negative.
But as far as like because I'm only watching a little bit delayed, but like as far as like an ideology for tank, like what would you say like should I change about like what I'm doing in like this? Like just like the first thing I should be changing on what I'm doing.
First thing you should be changing, mitigate how much damage you're taking. Take less damage. Like you yeah, just take less damage in general. Like when you don't need to take damage, don't take damage. When it's bad, like there's good times to take damage, mind you, but there's also bad times to take damage. Like here's the bad time to take damage because when you're, well, here is actually okay, but right here, when your Phoenix is in here, these characters don't do any damage right now. This character, like you have 2 characters that punch, a character that does no damage, and a character that does a little bit of damage, plus you. Your entire DPS, like when you're at a far angle and a far range, is not here yet. So you guys are just hard losing this trade, meaning you have to use a ton of resources, meaning because we're using so many resources pre-fight, we're gonna have to use an ult, which is a big resource to kind of mitigate that gap. And so we're having to use an ult first. What's gonna happen is all this team has to do if they're good is walk backwards because there's no actual pressure on them. Because they got to trade pressure onto us and we didn't get to trade pressure onto them. So even though they use Soul Bond, if they just backed up here and then in like 4 seconds walked forward with the Luna ult, this point is completely lost. Like you guys should lose this point 100 times out of 100 if the other team's playing anywhat good. And that's mostly due to us taking too much damage and draining too many resources before the fight even started. I am amazed you guys win this fight or hold this point. I'm not gonna lie, they have a Luna ult and a Phoenix ult sprinting at the team. Okay, that's a good fade. I don't know how much you could do here. I mean, the only thing you can do here is be more aware that they're gonna just run our ass over in about 3 seconds once this is gone. So not get so close and just sit back here waiting because we know we're gonna get run over. Like this is a really bad invis ult because it was forced bad, mind you, but still, like you guys being like you guys yes, you need to force out their support ult so it doesn't, like, they don't get to push back up since you do have pressure, but you do not need to be too close. You want to be a little farther away. Because, like, if you kind of think about it, you need to do some damage to force that invis ult. The amount of damage you do from here to here really doesn't change that much. I still can't believe you guys turned this fight. I'm very interested to see what happens. Just go like nuts with the Groot ult. Oh, she's feeding. Yeah, you do. It's a good Groot ult. Okay. I mean, that works. The Luna just kind of gave you that, but I mean, 100% take it. I don't think you had any ults or any walls. You did. You had walls. Okay. I mean, it's reaction time there. You can wall that. Or even if you don't wall it, just put a wall in front of you to block off some of the damage. I guess, mind you, you are also in a cloak ult, but you are an easy target to kill through this. Definitely with the damage they have. Good. You live here too. Wow. So the one benefit of you taking a lot of damage does mean your supports are getting ults pretty quick, which is nice. But there's a lot of times where you don't want to be forcing out too much resources. Mind you, if you have Gambit, the situation changes a little bit. Because if you have Gambit and you're eating all this damage and like in this kind of situation, you're feeling pretty good because Gambit ult there just wins the fight instantly. Still something you have to be aware of, what I mentioned before, but at least feeding ult charges are really good. This is a really bad ult. I think the biggest benefactor for you guys right now for defense is them having Adam. This guy is getting no value. His ults have been really bad. Are you just too aggressive? Yeah. Even though I know you have your own walls to play as cover, just play wall. Play right here. Instead of walking up, because you already use big wall, so you don't have big wall, which is your main sustain. So you're trying to get like an aggressive angle. We don't like, this isn't really needed to get an aggressive angle. We want to at least, we can go this far, I guess, but we want to get to wall as quick as possible and then get to cover. The longer you're in the open, you have no, like if they burst you down, you have nothing to help you with. This is a good angle, I think, if you're over here. You might get too aggressive, but this is a good angle. Look. You never drop here, by the way. Okay, yeah. You notice that right as you dropped, which is good, but the reason you never drop here is because there's just no need to. Like, it's just risky. Dropping here is engaging in a fight where there's a cloud between you and your team, and their entire team sees you. So just sit up here. And then we're also on defense. Is there any need to, like, rush a fight?
No.
No, we just chill. Now our job is to get as far away as possible. Good. Okay, yeah, same thing for you. We're instantly walking to corner. There's a ton of pressure going on. We don't like mess around here. We just get to corner and then start peeking corner. The other fun option is you do have ult. You know they ulted here. You could sit in this cloud, see their whole team push, and I know I said don't drop here. Once they're all gone, you can drop. Because they don't know you're here. You can just drop below, give it a second, and then fly up and do a ton of damage in ult, or you can try to wrap around. But you want to make sure they don't actually either know you're there or there's no pressure on that angle. The reason I said don't drop before was because their 2 hit scans were just staring at you.
So do you think I should like try to go for more like flank plays if I have my ult?
You can, yeah. I mean, here, yeah. I mean, you don't want to ult when Adam ult is up. You want to wait this Adam ult out. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing else for you to do. Like, think about the next, if they push into you, the only place you're actually safe onto a disengage is getting back to here or here, which kind of sucks. So if we can wrap around, mind you, you don't have to wrap this far around, but just get behind them. This is a really nice angle for you to be on, just behind them. Even here isn't too bad. It's a little too aggressive, but you do have ult to kind of your get out of jail free card. And mind you, if you're applying pressure from behind them, even though it's risky, the amount of pressure you're putting usually makes up for it. Definitely when you have ult. But yeah, I'm a big proponent of not standing main if you're on a character that doesn't like have to, like Punisher, Storm, Moon Knight. So like I want you like slight off angles all the time. Here is kind of awkward. I'm not gonna lie, this whole point is really awkward for you. Keep going. Sorry.
When I'm flanking, do you like usually do Phoenixes like they go for the headshot first and then they E headshot, or like they're just
Yeah,
stunned
you
first
go
and
for
then, like...
no, go for shot first. Oh my god, someone just sent me a paragraph message. I'll read that later. Yeah, go for first shot always. If they don't know you're there, go for first shot, then go for stun, then go for headshot. Because your first shot should always be your easy, like they're not reacting to it. They're not trying to dodge your first shot most of the time because they don't know you're there. So go for first shot, then E, then then second shot.
Also for my ult, I feel like I'm always like, I feel like I'm holding it sometimes like too long. Should I just be like just ripping it like if I see the opportunity, or like
depends on the situation?
Like, I don't know. I feel like even if we combo, like I don't get that many kills like most of the time with the Groot Phoenix combo. I usually
Groot
like
Phoenix
put a stun in there before I ult.
Not great. Groot Phoenix is probably weaker than Mag
doesn't
Phoenix. Mag Phoenix is really strong. It also depends on the angle you're ulting from. Let's say you ult for, like, if you're always ulting from main, you're probably not going to get too much value unless you're like head bobbing yourself, like unless you're like making sure you hit a roof really early and then going. But if you're ulting from main, I mean, just think about it. If you were to, well, let's say you're still up. Let's say you ult from here. Their whole team's going to be either looking at you or looking at frontline. Them looking at you ulting here doesn't really change their direction much. But let's say you're holding ult and you're ulting here. Can they really look at you?
I mean, not really.
No, but well, they can. But if they're looking at you and you're holding ult, like they're getting punched in the back of the head by Hulk, where they can be shooting Hulk and looking at you, shooting Hulk and looking at you. But here they just can't look at you the whole time. It's just not possible. So if you're on an off angle, it's same with Hella ult. If you're ulting from an off angle, it creates like a different point of pressure that they just can't constantly look at without getting hit by it from a separate angle. And it's just really awkward for them. So yes, I'm a very big proponent of Hella and Phoenix ult from angles, but mind you, Hella and Phoenix should also be naturally playing on angles a lot of the time. Good.
Extermination!
Okay, I like it. I might even, so... Oh, he's here, never mind, you don't see him, I guess. Never mind. I was gonna say, he's highest prio by far.
Like I have ult. So like I was trying to like
you're going in spark and then ult. I was gonna say you should do the same thing, but you should find where he is. But you're also kind of rushed right now because you're just getting really aggressive trying to win. So this is fine. But he is your highest prio by far because, well, he's currently ulting on your team. Luna's next highest prio because she's next to get ult. So this isn't bad by any means, but just be aware that he is a very high prio target for doing this exact play.
Yeah.
Good. Get aggressive with it. Good target, bro. Exactly what you want to do. You die right out of it? Yeah, you do. Okay, well, yeah. But mind you, is this a good trade? You're all for killing Luna here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 100%. She's about, if she does, if you don't kill her now, she ults and you lose this fight. You lose point 100%. Now, like they can't ult, they can't fight back. This guy's keeping you guys in the game, not gonna lie. These ults are just brutal. He might be, maybe he's doing something mechanically that's helping, but... Okay, comp's a little different. And points here now. So yeah, as Strange, you can just play main. You don't really have to go over here. But you can. It's not really a big deal. Because also you can think about it, Hulk's going to want to play at an angle, and if you just play back here, Thor can't really do too much to you besides just fly up here, which is kind of good for you.
I feel like I struggle a lot against like the off tanks a lot. So like if they're running Angela, Thor, or like Venom, or like some sort of dive, like I feel like I have to shoot them just so like they run away and they don't like kill my supports. But I feel like that's just like negative value because like they just get away and they don't die. And I'm just giving them ult charge.
True. You want to pre-shoot them pretty early. if they are engaging on an angle. It depends a bit on it. So like if they are really marking you, either your off tank, your like mobility tank needs to mark them. Maybe you need healing on an angle just so you don't have to run away. You can kind of just beat them down, because you actually do really good in the 1v1s if you get a little bit of resources. You can really beat on a lot of these, like Thor you can beat on really bad. Most dive tanks you can beat on really bad. It really depends. If you can get a little bit of resources on and off angle, you'll be getting that value. Okay, well, not gonna lie, this is all just gonna be front to back fights, so I want to go offense. It's pretty much just gonna be all the same stuff for the last 2 fights.
I don't even think we cap here.
You don't. You get full health. Okay. You have 2 options. You either battle for high ground, or you sneak over left angle and you get aggressive on this angle. Those are your only 2 options.
Okay, because I didn't even think about going on the left there. I always like,
Well, it's really,
try to like battle
really
the high
nice and
ground.
isolated. Well, high ground's not a bad default. This is just if you can't win the high ground, which you can, because you have Hulk. Hulk should be able to jump up there with you and help clear. Because he gets to bubble you, you should be able to just kind of win there. If you're just call for Hulk to go with you, should be easy. But if you're against a comp that you just can't win this high ground, which happens a good amount of the time, just take the angle away from them, because they can't really contest you here. The high ground can't contest, so they either have to drop and come over to you, or you get to free pressure backline. Which, like, if you're having to fly up to her, she's going to always get first shot on you, which obviously isn't good. Mind you, she drops here, but because you're flying, she'll always get first shot. So just be aware of that. You'll need something to balance it out. Really? What happened to our front line? Hawkeyed? No, we're just... How'd you die? Okay, let's go back a little. Okay. We get risky for it. Okay. You need to use diamond right away here. Do you know why you need to use diamond right away? It's 2 things you probably might not have noticed.
No, I don't know.
That's fair. So we used
I can
Hulk
take a
bubble.
guess, maybe.
Okay.
Oh,
One is
okay.
Hulk bubble. One is her heal orb. So we just lost a lot of our burst healing, pretty much all of our burst healing. Mind you, Invis does good burst healing on her own, but we lost some of our sustain. Our Hulk isn't actually able to do anything. He's low health, doesn't have cooldowns. You don't have your burst healing. If you walk in past here, you're going to get no healing now because you just walked past the shield. You are damage boosted. What is this? Is this not? What is this aura on you? Is this cloak damage boost? But you can still see. Maybe you can't see, but it just is glitched in replay. Let me look.
It could be.
No, she didn't. This is just something.
Maybe grounded.
You guys got a lot of people. Maybe.
Oh, it's a Hawkeye.
Oh,
it's a
Hawkeye team up.
Oh, it's his. Okay. I bet. I had no idea what that was. Okay, so you're whatever that is, plus you're getting blocked by shield, plus Hulk has no health and has no bubble, plus she has no heal bubble, so your team is really running low on resources. And if you're like, you already gained a good amount of space here. You used a bunch of resources as a team. You gained high ground. You gained space. If you if you go too far, you're just going to get bursted down and die because you just don't have any more resources to keep pushing. Because whenever you push, you use resources, and if you don't stabilize and get those resources back and keep pushing, you're just going to die, which is pretty much the situation. Which
I
like,
struggle a lot.
This situation too. I thought it was our subs not healing me, but
no, that's on you.
Too many resources.
Mind you,
Yeah,
I think our heal bubble might have been not great. Our Hulk used too much of his health. So yeah, they are doing mistakes here, but obviously we want to be focusing on you. What are you gonna say, Jaco?
I feel like I struggle a lot against Hawkeye. Like even if I off angle or like play with my team, I feel like I just get tapped on Phoenix. Should I just swap for the Hawkeye or?
I mean, you can if you're struggling with it. You can just not line of sight him. Just play outside his line of sight. He can't contest angles, and he can't play like out on angles like you can. So you can just kind of like force pressure from separate angles. Yeah, of course.
Play against Hawkeye.
You should just so you know, you should probably be flanking like a lot. Like I'm a very big proponent of taking off angles and taking lanes. Definitely if you're the longer range DPS. So your closer range DPS is going to want to take a closer angle. Your longer range DPS is going to want to take a longer angle. You don't ever really want to be stacked on the same angle with your DPS.
Okay.
Like all that's going to happen is if you're stacked on the same angle, is you're both just shooting down the same line of sight, and that gives. So let's say both of you are shooting. Like if you're low ground, and my pen's not working. Come on, trusty pen. It's just not working. Well, that's really upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure. My pen's not working right now. Okay, well, I don't have a pen right now. But let's say you're both shooting down the same angle. Now, all of this space is completely free because one shield, one anything blocks off a lot of your damage. And now their supports have tons of space to move. They have tons of area that they can just play and easily support and easily do things. Same with their DPS. Let's say if you both play on the same angle, and like imagine this high ground's not here, mind you, or you can't obtain this high ground. If you both play on this angle, any character on the other team that has a good medium range damage takes this angle, your backline just getting blown up. So you have to contest angles like this by either using high ground, playing here, shutting it down early by marking the angle, because if you don't close down this space, your backline gets fried. Mind you, if you're able to take this high ground or take this left angle, anywhere it might be, and they don't answer it with resources or answer it with people, you're just free firing their backline. And they're not actually contesting it. Because if, let's say, Phoenix was down here and they're both just firing, which Phoenix is about to be, you just take high ground, you take left side, right side, whatever this may be, and you just completely pin them, and there's nowhere, like the support space completely dwindles. So instead of being able to play, like if you're here, instead of being able to play all of the space, if you're here or on the right side, they have very small spots where they can just play for cover, which here it's like nowhere. They're always going to get shot and always going to get pressured out. Okay, let's go next fight. Okay, let's look at this. So your Hulk should be helping you clear. Hulk shouldn't be doing any of this, but it's besides the point. If your Hulk isn't helping you, then you're kind of in a shit situation, mind you. You kind of have to play this left side early, and then maybe if he helps you, you can go. But if not, just come across. It's really awkward for you, mind you. But you just need to play this side because right now you guys have no like damage value. Thor is just going to go nuts here, and. Also, think about angles as a tank. So if your team is pressuring, so when your team jumps up here, how many people do you have on your front line? Well, we'll count her too.
Like count Cloak too?
Count both supports, yeah. Pretty much don't count the two people jumping high ground. 4.
Okay. 4,
but,
yeah.
So they're also going to have 4. But mind you, your team is just going up to here to use resources. Their team's now dropping. So when they drop, they're now applying pressure on you, and your team is still you're still kind of rotating. Your Phoenix isn't actually in the fight because we just contested high ground. So if we're trying to take space, mind you, there's lots of rules to taking space, which is funny. When you take space and your team's rotating, you're going to be down resources because people aren't going to be ready to fight. Also, in the front line, if your Hulk is punching the front line and their Thor is punching the front line, you're probably just going to lose because Thor just does a fuck ton more damage than you do. Also, if both teams are just shooting straight, you're probably also going to lose because just look at the damage. They have Hawkeye and you have Pregnant Doko. You just don't have any damage. Well, not any damage, sorry. But your damage was mid-rotation, which still is mid-rotation, and your only damage is punching them where they're going to just be pre-firing you with really heavy damage. So just when you're doing this trade, it's really you have to just play really slow and wait for things to develop. Or resources to force out resources on them, or resources to be traded, or maybe play slow and build an ult so we can ult first, something like that. Because in this neutral, just walking up, you're just never going to win the walk. Because Emma versus Emma cancels out. Their Hawkeye is permanently sitting main, just shooting down this angle. We are taking this angle, but once we take this angle, we're at a pretty big advantage DPS-wise, because we're obviously sitting above them. But we have to wait till we take that angle, because if we don't, we're just hard losing. And then obviously Thor versus Hulk. Hulk is better at clearing angles and better with mobility. But Thor is going to just hard beat him down on frontline. So you pretty much just have to know it's a losing battle and play slow, which, mind you, isn't really that fun. I understand, but there's not much else you can do in this situation, at least, unless you can swap and play someone else. Mag at least gives you more sustain than Emma does. Emma obviously has more lethality. Groot doesn't really change too much, Besides, it helps a little bit against Thor because you can ISO him more, but I don't think this changes. Like, Mag would be the change to actually get higher value here. I assume, yeah, Mag's not banned. Mag's not getting banned right now. Obviously, we just play slow. If you have walls, you probably... Okay, you don't have any walls. That's fine. Okay, let's go back a little bit and watch what you've been doing this fight. Okay, so you did die. They support ult. Okay, really cool thing to do. You almost have ult. What do you want to do when they're support ulting? There's two things you want to do as a front line. Well, one thing you want to do as a front... two things you want to do as a front line. Two things you want to do kind of as a DPS. As a front line, you want to either kite or you want to look for a kill through option. A lot of the time, kiting's the right option. And as a DPS, you either want to look for a kill through option when they support, if you have the ability to kill through, obviously. Here, you don't. You're too far away. Or you want to reposition. Actually, the third option would be spam damage to get an ult, but you're already close enough to ult where you don't need to do something like that. So right now, you want to be in a position for when this support ult ends, you are able to put in maximum damage. So there's like 3 good spots. Where you want to be? Pick one. There's a bunch of places you could be. This lasts 6 more seconds.
I think I'd probably just go high ground again. Like, I always just try to go for the high ground here.
High ground's great. You have 6 seconds. You can, if you have 6 seconds, you can fly to this side, which isn't a bad idea. Might be a little slow. Maybe took 8 or 10 seconds, which, you know, probably not the most optimal. So yeah, taking this high ground right now, beautiful option. No need to peek until this goes down. All you're doing is giving them a chance to shoot you. Maybe you can peek for 1 or 2 shots, but try not to do too much right now while this is up. Big problem. What's your big problem right now? You have 2, actually.
Drop down for no reason.
Drop down for no reason. Second was target prio. We just dropped, and we're now brawling Emma.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the only person I really don't want to look at as any character. She's just going to beat the shit out of anyone that goes near her. Mind you, we do have a cloak ult up. I don't think we knew that when we dropped, but yeah, just play this high ground. We have a cloak ult up. Our team's going to take a ton of space, get aggressive, look for an ult, and yeah, go on. Mind you, oh, you almost kill her. You did almost get her, but still, even if you kill her, like, that's too risky. I don't want to ball on Emma. Okay, right now, 2 support ults are going on. What should you be doing? You have 2 options.
I
Trying to find a better position.
Yeah.
kill through.
Well, yeah. So your 2 options are you can get ready to kite. Mostly you're sitting in here though, but you can get ready to kite. Your other option is both of you have the option of kill through. You also both have the option of building ults, or you have the option to reposition. Your kite is a reposition, but he doesn't actually kite because he shouldn't be in the fight that much. So you guys either need to kill through this ult, which is not an awful option, or you need to disengage / kite because they do have a better support ult. Mind you, regardless if your team kites, you should be either going for kill through option or just repositioning anyway, because regardless if it's better support ult, like even if you have better support ult, you're just repositioning to get more aggressive. If you have a worse support ult, you're repositioning in a more defensive spot, because obviously whoever has the worst support ult is going to get pushed back. This doesn't get a kill, really. You get broke? No, you get 2. You don't win this. That's crazy. Well, this does hurt a little bit. I know you just got 2 kills. You guys feel great. If you run in here, like, they still have a support ult up. Like, it's not like the cloak didn't die. The person who actually has the healing resources didn't die. So just be aware for the however long this is, they do have a support ult up and you don't. Mind you, it's not that long, but just be at least aware of it. You need to instantly, actually, I'll ask you. You all instantly, what do you need to do?
Trying to find a better position, maybe.
Yeah, don't just stay in the open. Find some kind of natural cover and play around it.
Yeah.
Same with you, to be honest. You could get really aggressive, actually. This is kind of awkward. Your job is either to isolate people that are outside the fight and focus point, or just fight them. I'm fine with either option, to be honest. Looks like you chose ISO. Probably not the best option. We probably want to just hard pressure the cloak if we can. But, I mean, you're kind of in an awkward position. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't know. What do you think? Honestly, this is kind of... You use all your cooldowns, and then they pop an ability that instantly breaks all your cooldowns, and then they focus you. Yeah, I think you're dead kind of regardless. They just pop 3 ults in your head and you don't have any cooldowns. You have a bunch of options because you can fly. You're already far out of the fight. You have tons of cover. But yeah, as Groot there, you might kind of just be fucked. Go last fight.
I think last fight I mental boom and go Hawkeye.
Probably shouldn't do that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that one was that one's on
Yeah, you're both
100%.
a bit mental boomed. You didn't go to take high ground. Still take out. Okay. Oh wait, you do go. Okay, good. Small problem. You know you have to challenge this high ground. Use your stun here. You need your stun for the duel.
That angle is just so like awkward though for like
This one or the high ground? The high ground, it is awkward.
No, the high ground. Like, I can't like stun him with a. Kind of hard.
You're right. It is kind of hard. Okay, that might be fair. Actually, this is a really awkward angle. Okay, normally for duels, you want to make sure you're holding your cooldowns, but that is actually a really good point. Maybe is it gonna get stuck here? It could. It honestly could. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it does. I think it does.
It does. Okay. This is a great time. I know you're probably a bit mental boom because you guys just got held for a while. This is a great time to call for bubble. This is a great time to call for shield because if you know the shield's coming, then you're never dropping because you're just taking the hard. You're hard taking the duel. Obviously, it's a good time to drop because you're low health and you want healing. But the shield comes. Like if you just know that proactively, you're in a really good spot. Same with bubble. Like if you are playing, I know you also play mag. If you're playing the mag, yeah, just call for bubbles when you go for duel. Definitely if they're close to mag, it's really good. You're gonna win that. She's getting healed a lot. It's close. I'm not gonna lie. It's really close. Yeah.
The ball kind of fucked me.
Yeah, it's awkward. The downside to this play is you know they're getting hard pocketed because her health isn't going down while you're shooting her. So the other thing you can do, this point's really open. Like if you just stand here instead of chasing her, you're in infinite healing, invisible because of obviously cloak ult, and you're just free firing on anyone you want. Like this is a free kill. Like we know they're healing her. Just take the free kill here. Go for a stun on either support. You're in a really nice spot to just like imagine you were still here and you're just shooting these two. Yeah. Yes, you like still you might get her, but like these were free kills for you.
Probably like tunnel vision there a little bit.
Yep. Which is, I mean, that was really close. It makes sense. And mind you, you don't like. Winning the duel doesn't mean you killed the other person. Winning the duel means you won space. You already won the duel because you won high ground. So you kicked them off high ground. They're like literally the most OP spot on this entire map. Literally like your server admin when you're standing here uncontested. And yeah, just take advantage of what you gained. You don't need to push it. But I very much understand. That was a very close kill. She was just getting hard pocketed. Not gonna lie, the Hawkeye might have slowed you guys down a little bit.
I agree.
And I assume you don't play Hawkeye too much, that's why I didn't look out at that fight.
Yeah, I don't think I had a shot.
That's fair. But yeah, the Angela is really strong. Well, like really strong on this map. Like just controlling that high ground is just so nice. A little awkward, but works. Just get in there. You gotta go for it. You gotta track her a bit better. You saw her walk back. That's not her. Fuck. Where did she go?
She just faded. She faded.
Oh, she's gone. My bad. Oh, they faded.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I thought this was her. I hate that they have 4 character models that all look exactly the same at slightly different heights. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was her. I thought you just missed it. Nope, that wasn't her. My bad. Yeah, no, she faded. Okay, well, not much you can do there. Mind you, you guys could kite away, go back when ult's not there, maybe just wait fade out before you ult. There's a few options, but nothing that's realistic in the moment of 5 seconds left to go touch point with your only support ult up. Just dodge. This is your dodge, right? Yeah, it's your dodge. Just try to dodge that.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Yeah, it's already over. Okay. I'll be honest, this map is a little weaker for angles. I usually hard focus on angles. That's why I don't really like this map, because angles aren't as important. It's more the center point, controlling, same thing, center point. The only part that angles are actually really fun are this third point, which we obviously didn't get to on either side, so not really going over too much angle-wise, but that was just kind of over general stuff. Oh, you guys have any questions?
Yeah. How do you decipher which tank to go against different comps? Like, is there like any like base thing to like consider? Because I know there's different options for stuff, but is there any like base thing?
Base thing. It's kind of a complex question, I'm not gonna lie. That's a very complex question. Let me think I get like a simple answer for it. Deciding what tank to play based on their comp. Usually there's going to be like meta stuff to play, but that's a hard question to know which tank to play based on their comp. Like, obviously Mag is going to have more sustain. He's going to be able to enable DPS more. Emma's going to be a lot stronger on front line. Did the tank say that, or did you say that, Jaco?
Oh, I had asked. I was asking.
No, I meant I'll be right back. Did you say I'll be right back?
Oh no, I'm here.
Okay. I want to make sure I wasn't just going on a tangent if you had to go. I would say if the other team is more brawly heavy, trying to get in your face more, Emma's a bit better than Mag. Mag is going to do a lot better in poke just because he's good at range, but honestly, they're pretty close now with how they patched them. Mag and Emma are pretty good in almost all situations, except if you need to be running like a double dive. Angela is just a really hard meta character right now for just covering angles and stuff like that. You should probably never play Hulk, never play Thor, never play Penny with current meta. I think all three are kind of useless. Groot is a really good fill-in for a lot of like close range maps because he cuts off angles well. Against Dive, Thing is actually just a mercenary right now against Dive. Really, really strong. They just keep buffing him. I think he's gotten like 3 or 4 massive buffs. Too. Oh, Thing is insane. Yeah, I have a lot of one of my friends actually. I think what's his name? I don't remember what his thing is. It's like A Lozy or some shit. He changes his name all the time, but he plays a ton of Thing. Like he just one tricks Thing a lot of the time, and it's just like a menace. Like it just shuts down. Definitely the high lobbies. A lot of like One Above All. A lot of people play heavy dive, and it just like completely shuts it down. Mind you, it's completely AFK against like poke. Never played against poke to like shut down an angle. Just play Angela. Did I miss any tanks? Strange, kind of an AFK character. You just use him to TP. He's not good right now. Mind you, all of this will change in like 3 days because patch comes out, and they should be doing a big patch for the year. But I'd say overall, I would just stick to like Groot for closer range maps, for longer range maps, Emma, Mag, if you're playing like your main tanks, your shield tanks, or like your frontline tanks. And Angela's always great, I'm not gonna lie.
As far as like ranked, because I want to say like eternity hard stuck.
Mm-hmm.
What's like the biggest like thing from going from that rank to like One Above All?
Right now, before it was mechanics and other games evolved a bit, I'd say like over half of One Above All is like pro players, like people that scrim every day. Yeah, like pro player, like probably like definitely top 100, probably like 80% of it is pro players or pro players alts. It's just the scrim aspect, I'm not gonna lie, like understanding the deep macro of the game. If you're just queuing ranked, you're just not gonna get that. A lot of the time you're just not going to get that understanding. Mind you, ranked is a lot more about mechanics because things aren't always going to go exactly how people plan it. But having that deeper understanding of macro is just really important. Like when you're in those duels and not playing any corners or not playing fights like that. It's just like they have more frontline damage. You're naturally going to lose that duel. Even though there's nothing different, like you're doing the same thing their Emma's doing, but you're losing and they're winning, which can be confusing. But just understanding how that matchup kind of works, because they have more front to back damage, you need to play a bit slower on the front line. Or like if they have more poke damage or like front to back damage, you need to be a lot slower when you're pushing into them, because they're going to be poking at you and taking a lot of your health pool away. When they ult they ult or they have some kind of advantage, being like very quick and very instant to disengage, or whenever you gain a slight advantage, you see them waste a cooldown, like a cloak bubble, Luna clap, greens, whatever it may be, Emma Diamond, you're instantly kind of pushing and punishing that mistake, or not even punishing the mistake, but just punishing that timing that you gain because they don't have a cooldown. It's just like the instant reactions to seeing you have an advantage and they don't, is what, like, that's how you just get to like the top level.
Do you think is there any like situation where I shouldn't be playing Phoenix, or like should I just try to play Phoenix every
right
game?
Now?
Get as good as possible.
Probably play Phoenix right all the time. She's really good. Daredevil, Phoenix are probably the two best DPS. If I had to go through every map and I had to say you can only play 2 DPS, it'd probably be those two. If you look at the easiest example is if you look at pro games. These were two good matches. Look at here. I mean, Phoenix is probably going to get played a lot of the time. This guy was playing Phoenix the whole time. He does like Hawkeye a lot more. The only reason. He's a Star-Lord main, so that's kind of why he was on it. But Phoenix most of the game. Star-Lord because Daredevil was banned. Star-Lord's the next kind of best dive character. Salak kind of fell out of meta because Cap isn't as strong, and that kind of rotation, depending how big the map is. This is Krakoa Domination. It's a very open map for a lot of the points, so they're going to be playing the Hela Phoenix because Hela Phoenix is just better than Hela Namor. Obviously, Daredevil gets banned. They would probably be playing Daredevil Phoenix if it wasn't banned. Wolf is also really strong just because Phoenix is good. It just is a really good close angle. You kind of want to, the best DPS in the game right now is Daredevil. So a medium or long range DPS is usually going to be second, because it's not usually going to be two close range DPS, because they're going to be holding and pressuring the same angles. Mind you, this game isn't that advanced angle wise, where you have to play separate lanes, kind of like how Overwatch is, but since this is this is your closer range, this is your farther range, you kind of have to base it on that if you're picking a meta for a team. But for you, yeah, you played Phoenix 99% of your games, is probably the best option.
Okay. And then is there any reason I should be shooting tanks, or should I always try to go for what she's an off angle?
You can still take off angles and shoot tanks that are coming to you, like how you said, the Angela, the Thor, someone to contest you, or even if they're not contesting you right away, even if they're just shooting you, even if they're just rotating around, let's say, I hope my pen works. It doesn't work right now, which is kind of annoying. Let's say they're mag and their team is all playing on a front line, and the only person playing on an off angle is their Angela, and you can shoot her for free. Well, instead of shooting their mag, shoot people that can actually take pressure and would need to lose space because they take damage. So a free kill, or not even free kill, but a free person to pressure could be Angela a lot of the time. Even if they're not in your face or near you, just poking them out and forcing them to either back up or to give up space is always a really good option. Shooting tank, unless you have a really big resource gap and you really think you can kill them, or they're out of position, or some circumstance where you're very confident that the pressure you put is going to give you a ton of space or a kill, you probably don't need to shoot tank too often.
Okay. And do you, as a Phoenix player, so I should just always be trying to what's it called, take space by contesting lanes and shit?
Yes. A lot of the time taking lanes is really, really
important. Or
important.
just apply pressure from different angles, is what you're trying to say.
Yes, I mean both of those.
Yeah,
you don't have.
Those,
you don't need to be. Mind you, you don't need to be on a flank all the time. Just taking an angle doesn't mean. What's it called? It's a.
What are some things I should always keep in mind or try to do when I'm playing Phoenix? Is what I'm asking, I guess.
Always keep in mind. Let me just show you.
What's the goal?
Your goal is to put really high pressure on a lane. don't remember if this is the one. There's codes where they hold angles pretty well. No, this
Yeah,
is.
I'm using the bathroom.
Yeah. I made a video today of this because I was bored. But like on this map, where's last fight? So even angles, like angles don't have to be like really far away. Like your angle can be like your team's here and your Hela or Phoenix is here. Like this is a really strong angle because it puts 2 points of pressure. It usually can maneuver around cover that they're trying to use. Your main goal is to apply high levels of pressure to backline and to squishies, and to also just kind of dominate lanes and dominate spaces that the other team would want to use. Like if they have a dive DPS and you are standing here, for instance, they can't dive from this angle. You're covering this whole space. They have to get through you first. Same with like a lot of other points. Like you're just controlling space, making sure whoever wants to use this area to access your backline can't. Because if you're blocking this angle, your backline is now safe. Next step is to try to win that lane. To win that lane, you either need to out-mechanic them, or you need to put more resources onto them than they're putting onto that lane. So for instance, you either need to put another person onto that lane. So an Angela, a Rogue, whoever it may be. You need to put another support or more healing resources onto that lane. Whatever it can be. And then your next step is to be aggressive enough to find spots to pressure. So obviously if their whole team's really far back, you have to get more aggressive to find an angle or find a lane. But if they're really far back, they're also giving up a lot of space. So maybe you don't even need to. Maybe your objective or cart, whatever it may be, opens up for you. So you kind of want to clear space by being aggressive, but not overstepping your space, because if you get too aggressive, the other team's just going to jump on you and punish you for being vulnerable to a kill. It's finding that happy medium between defending your backline, applying high levels of pressure onto them, and also getting aggressive to get those kills. I don't know if that was a good answer, but I guess that's the best I can do. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that's your goal. It's kind of hard to like those are your main goals, I guess. Which it's going to be really uncomfortable for you to start, because you probably take the obvious lanes and the obvious angles, but the more obtuse angles, like taking something like this, might not happen as much. Which, mind you, it's hard because a lot of times you're going to take angles like this. They're going to have too much dive or too mobile characters. They're going to hard jump onto you, and you're not going to be able to like get back to your team in time, or know when to disengage, or when they're putting too many resources onto you that you have to give up more space. So it takes time to like learn that. But like a lot of times it's very important. Like this fight, this guy finally woke up and realized he wants to win the game. And then he just took the single. Mind you, red team, there's a reason, even though they got a grab here and they're doing a lot of damage here, they don't drop. They don't drop because right now it's a 5v6 on this lane. You don't want to get aggressive on 5v6s because right now they have their Hela rotating. And once their Hela hits this lane, now they get to take space, and now they get to go in. Mind you, in team play, they're calming this and stuff. But you kind of have to just like be aware of when people are like pushing and pulling.
Gotcha.
You have any other questions?
As far as like tank, like when it comes to like space, right? Like it's just always like covering angles and then like kind of like measuring like the util they're using.
It's kind of the same for everyone, to be honest. Like it's just at different like stages or different levels, I guess. You're always like, every character is trying to get like gauge how much resources you can use to get like as aggressive as possible without overstepping your grounds. Like a lot of time, mind you, as a tank, like let's say you play, it looks like you play mostly front lane tanks, mostly tanks that play the closer angle. Or maybe not the closer angle, but the more direct angle, just because like the Mag, Groot, Emma, things like that. But if you like Rogue, other characters, they're playing a lot more like farther angles. They're playing a lot more, not farther angles, but more obscure angles. Like they could play this right angle and kind of like clear space and get onto them. For instance, like on this map, actually, yeah, this entire fight I made a little video today because I was bored. But for instance, this is actually a really good thing to explain. Okay, so this is just going to help a lot with angles. I did it with I went over this for like 2 hours with Tones, who I coached a good while back, a good friend of mine. But right here, so me hide this. But erase the alts out of your mind. Don't care about alts. Who is winning this fight?
Red team, because they have like a off angle Star-Lord.
Yeah, they have an off angle. We have 2 DPS, 2 long range DPS holding a close lane, because this is a close lane. Both teams can kind of engage from a pretty close lane. This is a farther lane. That left side, this right side's a farther lane. This is obviously a really far lane, but they're on 2 long-range DPS playing a close lane, playing stacked on the same angle. You also don't really want to be stacked on the same angle. Mind you, Ego Death, there's a way to optimize this. So on this comp, if we were to pick out close range peoples and long range for each role, so this is close range, long range, close range, long range, close range. So if we wanted to pinch from 2 angles and we know they're going main, if we had 2, like this is one angle, this is another, out of where Rogue is standing and where Star-Lord's standing, who's on the close angle, who's on the far angle?
Star-Lord on the far and then Rogue on the close, right?
Currently, yeah. Who does better on this far angle, Star-Lord or Phoenix?
Probably Phoenix.
Yep, 100%. Phoenix does better here. So you'd rather have Phoenix on this farther angle, who also, if we wanted to split 3-3 split, we could also 3-3 split. We could put longer range DPS. We rotate our mag over to this angle because we're going to pinch this way, or over to here so we can pinch this way, and then our close range fight pinches this way. Either one's fine. It still pinches 2 separate angles. And then also our our far range healer, which would be Luna, would get to sit back here with Phoenix and get to either apply pressure here, heal whoever. So if we wanted to like optimize this, we would rotate our Phoenix, mag, and Luna all far side to pinch in or to pinch in, depending how the other team rotates. And then from this close angle, we would put our Star-Lord, our Rogue, and our Gambit, who can all play this really aggressive close lane with a lot of mobility. So when we want to engage, our Phoenix, our Mag, and our Luna get to shoot into them, and when obviously he's going to ult to engage because this is a really good engage ult. He's going to go into ult. Our Star-Lord then gets to go in and spin from a closer angle because he's here, maybe he's flying through, and then right as he hits, the Mag is already walking forward because obviously when we're engaging, Mag gets free space to walk. Mag gets to walk, he gets the bubble Star-Lord for free. Star-Lord then gets a free spin from a really close angle, and they just instantly fall over. Mind you, they're going to fall over anyway in this fight just because of how, like, this is just like, for these 2 characters, this is really, really, really bad. But like when this fight goes, imagine there's a Phoenix. As Phoenix, imagine you are turning this angle right as he engages, and this is what you're shooting at. This whole time you're shooting at this, shooting at this, shooting at this. Whereas watch their Phoenix because they play main instead. Right, you still gets good value because he's a good player. But see how he's just like, there's tanks in front of him, there's so much shit just in front of him, and he's also really aggro, really close to them. He's not actually able to get that much value because of how direct of a lane this is. Whereas if you wrap around and take an angle where your character actually can get max value on this lane, you're getting just so much more value because things open up more when you take angles and take lanes. And mind you, let's say they send a Hela to contest here, you then get to duel the Hela here, whereas if you're here, just like AFK here, their Hela flanks, and let's say neither you or Star-Lord take this lane, now Hela is just playing here. And how much value do you think Hela gets from playing here and playing here, rather than playing here? You get pretty much no value from playing here.
Yeah.
So it just opens up the game, and it also, taking angles denies them a lot of space. But if we want to shut down this angle, you might not just want to send your Phoenix because Hela might shut it down. Maybe you want to send, that's why I like sending multiple people. Maybe you don't need to send all 3, but sending 2 people is probably pretty nice here because then you just completely shut down this angle. But that's pretty much how it leads once you're trying to get into like, this is just a good example of kind of how angles work. Well, in your ranked games, sometimes a lot of these things aren't going to open up as clearly because a lot of people are just making mistakes here and there, whether it be your team or their team. But this is kind of how it opens up more in these kind of situations.
So if we're playing like ranked, then like what's something like me and Mal can do like better as a duo? Like should I be asking him to come with the off angle together, or
yeah, you can. You're probably playing. Honestly, yeah, a lot of the time you can.
He mostly plays like main tank though.
Even so, even if he's playing main, like you don't have to play the main angle all the time as the mag. Like for instance, there's lots of maps where you're not playing main, you're playing. I need certain map. Actually, I don't need a certain map, but it's just the easiest one. There we go. Let's say we're Mag Phoenix and we're on this map. I'm very upset they changed the start. I wish I could just skip all this. But let's say we are second point. Or they're Mag Phoenix. Let's say we're defending as Mag Phoenix. Your Mag can play up here, pretty connected to your Phoenix. So like you guys right here, both teams should be hard playing for Castle. And as Mag Phoenix, once you push out and push Castle off, mind you, most ranked games, probably 6 people aren't going to fight for Castle from both teams, but you're going to want to play together on Castle, whether it be high ground, or whatever it may be. You can both play this angle, this high ground angle, where your other DPS can play, like let's say you have a dive, you're playing a hybrid dive comp, your other DPS, your other tank can come play roof and come play kind of this space, whether it be Venom, Cap, Angela, whatever it may be. So then you're kind of stacked, and then your dive DPS is also stacked with your Venom or with whoever. And you like as a shield tank, you don't necessarily just have to stand in the path of cart. You can stand an on and off angle and let your team kind of do things on their own. This is bad, by the way, but that's besides the point. Let me see other examples of that. For instance, I'm trying to think of good maps where you can. It's much harder in ranked because like half the time your supports are going to be completely clueless because like 90% of supports are just heal bots who have no idea how to actually like get value without just healing a tank who's standing in front of them. So that is the little scary part. But in the higher lobbies, there are going to be people that just can make a lot more plays and can actually play space well. For instance, even do this map. The other cool part is that the Mag Phoenix taking the off angle. If you also, let's say you have an Emma, a Strange, whatever it may be, on first point here. Mind you, there's lots of different situations where this can happen, but because you both are really happy with taking a longer angle most of the time. Like let's say you have Mag here instead of whoever. Yeah, Mag's banned, which makes sense. Your Mag can play this angle with you. Your Mag can just play here with the Phoenix, poke from here, and you and Mag kind of just stay on this angle. And you can just kind of hold this space, which isn't like a bad idea. Like if you're playing Mag Emma. Mind you, it's a little disconnected, so it can be awkward, but a lot of the time you're holding the space with 2 people. Same thing with pressuring it. A lot of times when you're pressuring this space, you're pressuring it with, actually you wouldn't pressure this with Mag Emma, or with, you put your dive, your close range people here, because of how like you can close this lane. But I mean, even still, you could still like Phoenix could still just close this lane on there, whoever plays here, and then just take this lane because this is a really good lane for Mag to get. But you have to make sure you're confident in winning the fight here with the Mag Phoenix to do that. But yeah, because like Mag Phoenix on this lane, like this is the brawly lane, this is the poke lane. If we can get to it, we just have to make sure we can beat this corner first. And what I mean by that is make sure that they're not going to either out brawl us in here. Yeah, pretty much just that. They're not going to outbrawl us in this room if we're Mag Phoenix and we try to walk through. So meaning we just have some kind of big advantage.
If I'm main tank, should I ever like go 3 on? Like I probably not like ever, but like ideally should I not be looking? Should I just calm 3 on cart and then just be like taking space, right?
Really depends on if you need to set up or you want to hold space. If you want to hold space as tank, then yeah. But if your backline needs to set up, for instance, I'm just going to my easiest examples because they're just always like these are just 100% examples. I don't need to break down nuance, which is usually nice. I can't imagine any team picked Yggdrasil. You guys think anyone would want to play Yggdrasil? I
like Yggdrasil. Why wouldn't they want to?
Oh, there we go. We have one team. No one really likes Yggdrasil. It kind of sucks. At least from a pro perspective, I think it's pretty bad. Which these are both, I wouldn't say pro teams, so this might make sense that this is the map that it gets picked. So for instance, when you win, they did it really ugly. This fight, right? Perfect. When you win this fight, it's a little close. Let's say cart's a little farther back, just for my sanity. you would actually, instead of hard pushing, you would just play point and move point because you want to rotate your supports onto this high ground. Your supports and your long range DPS want to get rotated onto here. Mind you, because point is so close, you can probably stack 3, push 3, and there's a good chance you can cap. They don't, mind you, but there's still a good chance they can get this cap. But we want to rotate our supports far back, and we want to rotate our DPS far back, so then we're pretty zoned out from the rest of the fight. So instead, when the ult fight happens, you aren't really having to deal with anything else. You're far back. And then the reason we don't need 3 on card, if we think we can't cap it in time, here, obviously you might, but if you don't think you can cap it in time, you can just sit on cart, and then you're holding this nice close lane as like Groot or whoever it may be. Maybe Emma is good for the close lane. And then mind you, if you want to play the farther lane, you can just back up a bit and more play like here, because they're going to come through this angle and they're going to push, like, mind you, this is cart being farther back still. They're pushing through this angle, which means they might wrap this angle. So as like a longer range tank, like Mag maybe, something like that, something that doesn't really want to brawl in their face, you can just play here, cover this angle if they pull through high ground. If they all stack through here, you can just spam this choke, obviously. But that's kind of how you want to rotate a lot of the time on a map like this, and that's where you wouldn't put 3 in cart. But if you think you can get here, you just push, you stack this angle as Mag, you just kind of stuff this choke, and then you put 3 in cart. So it really depends where you think you should go. Mind you, if we're talking about like a Dom map, well, that's not 3 in cart, I guess, so that wouldn't matter. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with that for my answer then. No, not a Tones review again. I was just going over the map because that had a lot of good points. Any other questions?
I'm trying to think like
Yeah, you're good. No stress.
as far as like TPs go, like any like rule of thumb with like making like a portal back to point after like a first map on like Convoy. Cause like say like you spawn hold on like that Yggdrasil, or like you like TPing back after a death, like not like a placement of it, but like a rule of thumb, like for like safety of a portal. Like just like portaling back, like in general. Like what's like a rule of thumb for like portals, like a safety rule in thumb? Cause I know it's like not a spot, but like is there like anything that goes into like where you're placing it, or is it just like the person that places it?
Yeah, let's say we lose for they don't even lose the first fight too cleanly. They're gonna go portal. Depends where you hold, and if you're going for a spawn hold. They went for a spawn hold here. This is also a weaker map for a spawn hold. It really the fun part about portals, at least like a pro level, is you kind of have to make a read. So if the teams kind of have to counter, if there's there's certain teams I'll scout and I know they're going to be portaling right here, like all the time, or right here and then walking this way, and that means I'm going to rotate my team over to here instantly without really caring, because I know they're always going to do the same thing. If there's just a general like ranked one, making sure you're blocking some kind of line of sight or giving your support some kind of way to sustain themselves. For instance, like if you see like there's a ton of damage here and there's the ability to cut off a Moon Knight, just teleport here, block this damage, go kill the Moon Knight. Or like if you know, if you're gonna, a lot of times I like just placing it low and just walking out, because if I know the other team has a lot of ults coming my way, I'm gonna portal low, I'm gonna walk out as my tanks, my healers can heal them. We're like some part where we can contest point, they're gonna dump a ton of ults onto that portal, and then your tanks just get healed and they back out, because portal lasts 20 seconds. So just baiting out ults is also a pretty big thing. I guess that's more for team play. General rules for just ranked. The only big general rule is blocking spawns is really big. Make sure TP to a point that's not just going to get hard spammed out, because in ranked games, people aren't going to have the discipline to walk back through a TP just to not get bursted. So up high ground's a really good spot. If you ever see someone out of position that you want to just TP onto, like for instance, like if you see this Moon Knight just rotating somewhere or standing here, just TP onto him, like right next to him, go kill him quick. Maybe if you want to try to sneak or like kidnap someone because you know they're going to be standing next to point, TP like right on a corner that kind of covers like right here and try to grab one of these two. There's a few tricks you can do like that, but I don't know if there's anything too consistent about TP.
Okay, I think yeah, I just answered. 'Cause I feel like with TPs, that's why I was like, it's mainly like a read thing. But I think I was like, I'd read like the position of like the convoy more than like the position that people are playing. So I think I just have to kind of like look at what they're doing more before placing it on like the return fight.
Yeah. You said use it like a shield. Yeah, kind of like a shield. I mean, it's just use it like a wall, really. You just make you can make a barrier anywhere you want, which is really nice. It also depends a little on comp. Like if you have supports that can, like, let's say you have Loki, then make sure you have a portal that's facing some kind of high ground or some kind of area that he can easily just like go onto, and stuff like that. Or if you have supports that can't really, they don't have mobility. For instance, you have like, I don't know, Luna, invis, maybe you want to go on start the portal on high ground, so when everyone walks out you're in a safer spot, they're on high ground, and then you guys come out and you can actually brawl on the low ground, but they have an easy time being in position.
Should I still be trying to play Phoenix if Mal's like on Groot, or should I try to like pick a Moon Knight as well?
Moon Knight's good. I'm praying that this patch Blade gets buffed and you can play Blade Groot. I want to so bad.
Dude, I wish too, bro. I wish.
Yeah, Blade was actually so before last LAN, during early season 4, the like top teams, pro teams were playing, because it was right when like full dive was getting seen and like heavy dive. And they were playing Bucky a lot, but Bucky was also getting banned. So people as a replacement for Bucky were starting to play starting to play Blade, because you just play Blade for the stun lock on a dive and try to just use his cooldowns to kind of just lock people out. And you'd play Blade Groot because Blade does really well with Groot, just giving like you wall someone off, you give him the heal reduction, and then obviously the alt combo works really well. So instead of the combo like of Groot Bucky, people started playing a little bit and experimenting Groot Blade, which is cool, but Blade's just not strong enough yet. Which I'm hoping. I think Blade is a great character. Like a fun character. He just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm on Blade Strike right now, is what I like to say. Like, I just play Phoenix.
Oh, I know you played a good bit of Blade.
We play Group Blade, but like I feel like we always have to ban, like we always have to waste a ban on like Gambit and Phoenix if you want to play it.
I mean,
and even still, like,
yeah,
you have like Angela or some shit, or like Hella,
and you're just gonna get less value than other characters. So like meta wise, it's usually not that worth it. Maybe like if bans land perfectly, you can try it, but like it's not really worth it, which really sucks. But yeah, right now Daredevil, Phoenix kind of take over meta.
So even if he's on Groot, I should just try to still play Phoenix, and even if the combo is
still
like
good,
suboptimal, it's like all right,
yeah, it's still fine. It's not crazy, but it's fine. Just because Phoenix is just better in any means, or by every means. Yeah, and Phoenix also, like if you have Gambit, you just combo with Gambit instead. You just shoot into it, and shooting into a Groot as Phoenix is really fucking good anyway. So you don't always need a combo with him.
If he is on mag, should I be ulting first, or he should be ulting first?
If he's on mag, I don't remember this.
Is Phoenix really picked over Hella? Yeah, she is.
Yeah, way better. I think it's really close. I think you guys can ult pretty similar timing. Because you get to hold in the air for 4 seconds, but he gets to hold his ult for 4 seconds. So the timing isn't actually that difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you have like the mag kill zone for like percentages?
Kill zone? Yeah, it's not, I guess not kill zone, it's more numbers. So
Or like numbers, like
yeah. So every second adds 50 damage. I can show you like exactly how they calculate it. It's on the page. And then every point of like damage that's in his like buildup is an extra 3 damage. Let me look. Unless I could be wrong. I haven't looked at it a little bit. Mag Q. So charges for 4 seconds. Radius is the actual spears, like the ball's radius is 5 meters, and it goes after 4 seconds. It actually gets bigger, goes up to 8 meters. Every second that you wait, so every quarter of the bar it moves, it adds another 50 damage. So it starts at 100, it goes up to 300, and then every point of damage adds every point of energy adds 3 points of damage. So like max throw, if you're throwing that at 99, you're doing, and you hold like full 4 seconds, you're doing 597 damage.
So timed correctly, that's enough to kill through Mantis Ult, like.
Oh yeah. Mind you shouldn't be popping it into Mantis Ult because the likelihood of you being able to throw a full rock with that much charge is pretty low. But yeah, and then also just so you know, it eats 800 damage worth of projectile damage.
Okay. Nah, that okay. So say Susan. Okay, so then in like Susan's ult, how much is she getting? So like when I'm calculating an ult for Mag, right? Like Susan obviously has like
they're at 275.
Like,
so you have to wait.
Yeah.
I mean, I could give you like a. Oh, actually, that might take time to do like a Y equals, but like, so pretty much if you wait half the bar, it's going to do 200 damage. And if you have, you need what, 75. So that's 25 points. You need half the bar and 25 points. You need a quarter of the bar and like 40 points. And that should kill. If you hit a direct shot, mind you. If you don't hit a direct shot, the damage does decrease by 50%. If you're not like right on the center of the mass of the rock. Even if the rock, like the outside of the rock hits, it's 6 meters from the center, it reduces to 50% damage. Which kind of is weird.
Phoenix?
Yeah.
Should we like try to combo every time or like
just
situational?
No, you should combo every time because Mag ult gets easily blocked by by shields, by a lot of things, and Phoenix ult easily gets broken. Where Mag obviously takes care of all the bullets that breaks it, and Phoenix takes care of all the shields. You just want to make sure Phoenix ult always lands first. That's your main goal. It doesn't really matter exactly who hits Q first, but you need to make sure you're in a position where Phoenix ult can land before Mag rock lands.
Okay. And when should you be comboing? Like, so if Sue ults, like, should we even try to combo that, or like, is it not worth?
Yeah, perfect time to ult. As long as you can track her, as long as you have some kind of vision of her, yeah, it's a great time. You want to be doing it to kill a support ult. You want to be just nuking a support ult and ending a fight.
Okay. Like every time the support ults, we should just be like looking to combo.
Yes. Why do people not use Jeff NATO that much? Jeff NATO is really, really, really bad against Phoenix. Yeah. You just don't Jeff NATO anymore because Phoenix is in the game, or Phoenix is meta. Not even shoot Storm. Everyone does shoot Storm, but like Storm just always dies when they Jeff NATO. Any other questions?
When like looking like to like improve or like get better, what is like the main thing as a tank that you should be like focusing on? Because I know there's like obviously like you said like the macro, but like what like in general like should like, because like I play a lot like all day.
Yeah.
What should I be looking to like improve like as far as like what's good and bad?
Good and bad. I mean, do you self-auto review yourself?
Not often as I should.
That's gonna help. The hard part is when self-auto reviewing, definitely at like a high level. Unless you have like a really deep understanding, there's a good chance like you miss a lot of stuff. It can help, mind you. You should self-auto review just to kind of get a feel for it. Like when I first VOD reviewed, I obviously didn't know what was going on. It just took time and kind of thousands of hours, like probably as much as you play, I VOD review. So it just takes a lot of time of just VOD reviewing and kind of understanding your own play and understanding what's going on. But for the main things you're looking for, it's really, so it's for tank. Let me think. Main things you'd be looking for to how much space control you have, if you're getting aggressive at the correct times, if you're being passive at the correct times. Yeah, so I'd say your push and pull, your like ebb and flow of the game, if you're actually moving up and moving down and understanding when you should move up and down, because when you are VOD reviewing, it's a lot easier to like tell when you should be going, because you get to just see more. In the game, it's kind of hard to like read every cooldown, to read the whole situation. But that is something that can, like, over time, you can kind of just get a grasp of. And for space control, the easiest kind of like way to notice if you're actually controlling good space and shutting things down is if their DPS are going nuts. Like if they have a DPS that's just going nuts, it's probably because they're just holding a free angle and just taking like picking apart your team. If they're able to like take an angle and just really not get contested, that's something you need to contest as well as a tank. Mind you, it's a bit harder if you're playing the mag or the group, but you can still shut down angles pretty well, depending how you're playing it.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, there's no like secret sauce. It's just like getting reps in. Mind you, I mean, also if you're really trying to improve, maybe scrimming could really help. It gets you a feel for what like team play is like. It transfers over a pretty good amount to ranked. It's not exact by any means, but it does transfer over pretty well. And definitely if you haven't done it before, it's going to be pretty different.
Yeah, I'd be scrimming. I think like the biggest thing with me was just like what was important and like what I should be focused on doing versus like other things. Like I think I just like played, like I tried to play make almost, like that was like what I seen, like, oh, I just didn't make a better play. I didn't like consider like cooldown usage, how much damage I'm taking, like angles, being in the open, when to push and like the push and pull. Like I think that was like the main thing I was kind of like not aware of.
Playmaking's probably less important than all of those things. Yeah, because playmaking is just going to open up for you. Like if you're playing correctly, if you're just alive more, if you have more resources, if you're actually getting aggressive at the right times, like if you're getting aggressive when you have more resources, you're just going to have more like you're going to have more opportunities to get kills and to make plays. So like these things just like build into playmaking. Like if you're doing these things correctly, playmaking will just kind of come with it. Definitely if you're good mechanically, playmaking can just like will just happen. Like for instance, there's one really good, actually, yeah, there's actually a really good understanding of how, like, what counter pressure is. So I didn't really explain it too well, I guess. Wrong one. But so like counter pressure is when, like, for instance, it's the same thing as you either back up or you get so aggressive that you win. It's the same thing when the other team is pushing into you. I'm not gonna go crazy in depth for this. Is actually a really, really good game that I looked at. Oh no, this isn't the fucking game. I'm gonna, one second. I need to, actually it doesn't matter. This is long enough ago. No one's gonna fucking notice I used this code. Just okay. So right here is a really good example of counter pressure. Also why rotating high ground even after a fight's really good. Okay. Yeah. I think it's the example. Is this the example? Am I too early? Oh yeah, I'm too early. Okay. So for this example, we're looking at Strange because I think you also play some Strange. So for Strange, right here, he knows that the red team has to push to point because point's still not captured. So he just, instead of for making his playmaking, is hiding around a corner, waiting for everyone to push past them. And the easiest way to hit strange ults isn't to just ult above a team. Mind you, the best way to hit strange ults is also tracking cooldowns to make sure the other team doesn't have stuns, doesn't have invis push, things like that. But the other, like the really easy way to use tank ults is counter pressure. When the other team is pushing into you, because when you just push into them, everyone's like, that tank's gonna probably ult. But if you just push into them when they're pushing to you, but do it in a more sneaky way, then this is how you just get the like really big ults. Like letting them kind of push into your space so you don't have to do as much movement and take as much time in that space. This is also a really good map for learning dive or to like checking dive. Do you play dive tanks?
I play Venom and Cab,
Okay.
but I haven't been like a lot recently. But I have Lord on Venom, and then I play a lot of Cab.
Okay. Yeah, we can just, I'll show you this. So red team here, they have a pretty weak support line because of what the bans were. Obviously MRC bans is going to be more, but like here they should be playing as far away as possible, playing back here, which makes this the most important space in the game. So as like a Cap or as an Angela or even like as a Rogue, your job isn't really to get onto their team. It's just to make sure no one from the opposing team is like contesting your backline. So even though this seems like useless space, this is like the most important space for Captain America to clear and make sure no one's on, because he needs to make sure, mind you, support should be more over this way, but he wants to make sure that no one's able to flank his backline. Even though this seems like an egregiously long rotation for where they're at, you need to make sure there's no one on this angle, because if you push them back in, they can't put as much pressure on your backline. So even though they're longer angles, clearing space, not doing things sometimes can get you a ton of value. Just making sure that there is, like, now that we know this is all good, our supports and anyone who wants to play in this space, whether even if we had a poke DPS, would know that all this space is nice and clear. You can play this for free, and Captain America, anyone who does come to contest is going to meet Captain America. Mind you, it's the same thing for Angela, Venom, and it can even be the same thing for Mag, depending on your comp. Like that same exact situation, Mag could just walk right side while Venom sets up for a dive. And Mag can just clear that space and instead take their like high ground. But make sure he's controlling that right side angle or that bottom side angle to make sure no one's taking his space.
As far as like dive, it's more so, at least for like that scenario, it's more so just like checking space, like making sure there's no one like that's gonna like get an angle on like your dive. So if say it's like their poke, it's like the same thing too.
Wait, repeat that. Sorry, I got lost.
So like say like they for like that scenario, right? When Cap went to go clear, but say like they had like a Hella right side, does he engage with that Hella or does he still like play it safe? Because like I know with like dive, you want to like make sure the dive doesn't hit your backline, but like what if like there's like just a damage holding like an off angle?
Yeah, you can
Is it
test
like
the off
better to
angle.
engage? Okay.
Yeah, no, you can test the off angle first. So how dive? All right, I hit the rejoin. For some reason it doesn't allow me to join streams. I'm not really sure why. I have to have this little box up, and if I don't have this little box up, it like cancels it out. It's really weird. I think I have something broken with it, but I'm too lazy to fix it. But for that, sorry. So the whole part of dive is you need to be clearing angles first to be able to actually get into a dive. Like the way to clear dive and to kind of stop someone from diving is to hit the dive before it's able to set up. So like right away, instead of getting that dive on the backline, your dive should be clearing an angle. So like even though your team's diving like that backline, you need to clear that Hella off of her angle. So because if Hella's just able to sit on an off angle and poke you out, you're gonna get pressured out too much. Mind you, if you see an opportunity where you think you can kill through that without Hella getting enough value, you can go for it. But a lot of times, crushing that Hella on the off angle is much more important, or clearing her back and pushing her back to core is more important.
Okay.
Because like on that, mind you, Hella's going to win longer angles, so you're going to want to try to dive and engage from closer angles. Or if you are going to go on Hella, try to find a closer way to get to Hella. So if Hella has to play far away from you, because obviously if you're a dive character and you're in your optimal range, you're most likely going to beat her in a 1v1. So you just have to kind of play to your optimal range, and then if you can't, like if she's just on and off angle, maybe you have to take a longer rotation, take a slower rotation, wait for your team to make like apply pressure, clear space, something like that. And yeah, Phil, you should be taking off angles very, very often. Mind you, you will get picked first, but that's kind of how you get the push or pull of it. You like have to figure out like if you can actually take that angle or not, and that comes through like practice and just kind of reps. Because when you start taking angles, when you've never taken angles before, yeah, you're going to get punished a lot because you're just not going to know how to actually take those angles. You guys got anything else?
For now,
Yeah. Can't really think of any other questions.
Okay.
yeah, I was gonna say for now is good. Just gonna like the information I got, just take it and apply it.
Yeah, try to work on it and ranked, I guess.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I think if you just like implement just a bit of that, just a little bit of taking angles, a little bit of understanding the front to back, it comes with time. Those are like very hard concepts. I'm not gonna lie, like they're not just like very like you're just not gonna go into your next game and they're instantly gonna be applicable. It just takes time. It takes like just understanding it, which even if you understand, it's hard to apply. But they're definitely good things to work on. Okay, you guys can go back to queuing up. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out. You can shoot me a message whenever.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. You guys have a good rest of your streams.
You too.
Yeah,
You
too,
too.
bro.
Peace. Okay, I think what's keeping me in Celestial then, front to back is front, mid, and back line, right? Front to back is just going through their front line to kill their back line. Is front, mid, and back line, right? I'm not exactly sure what front, mid, and back line means, but it just means you're going through their front line to kill their back line, which what's it called? Usually sucks. Like usually just not getting optimal value. Yeah, I don't know why I can't join people. It always like fucks with me. Rejoin the call. Failed to load stream together. Please refresh browser. I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah, I have no idea why. I'm just hoping. Okay, I hope they win their next match. I'm gonna keep them on my other screen. Check out how they do. What's it called? Okay, I came from Overwatch and played an organized play, and we had tanks frontline, and DPS usually is mid, backline support, so it's probably just console. So I played console like tournaments, and like CGL, but I also played like I also scrimmed 4600, well mostly 4400. I only scrimmed 4600 for like a little bit. It was just because my character was hard meta, which helped. But yeah, for Overwatch, I'd honestly say that's. Actually, these concepts come a lot from Overwatch. You're like probably these concepts are even better and stronger and more reliable in Overwatch because the game's more figured out. Okay, I think could play an in-game screenshot is better for coaching bots. I got 2 messages. Hey, I'm looking for chart. Oh. I only do paid sessions. Where is... Sorry, I gotta respond to this. I do that. Hey, I want to ask I take yeah, I'm trying to get into it. I feel like it's strange. Yeah, let me send him the same message. Eric, 12 a.m. EST tomorrow night. Work. Sorry, when I type, I talk to myself the whole time, and I'm right now on Discord, so I can't see if I'm missing anything. Oh, hello. Hey, I want to ask if I can do some interview okay, cool. Put those out. Yeah, I play Soj. I don't know why it always does this to me, but that's okay. Yeah, I play hit scan, and when I did play, I'm just getting back into hero shooters after like 8 months or so. That's fair. I took a good break from hero shooters. I take a good break every once in a while. I've been doing this for a while though. I'm a GOAT Punisher. I'm a fan now. You're a GOAT Punisher. Diablo 4 nerd. I'm gonna be honest, seeing how I stream very rarely, it was probably a long time ago. I don't really got a good memory in general. Am I able to like see what you said before? I kind of do because I don't stream too often. I feel like I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie, actually, I have more of a memory than I think I would of you. Not of you, but as just I normally don't have a good memory. I don't really do this shit much. Messages. Oh, I do remember you. I was gonna make a video on you. How long have you been watching this session? I hope. Oh, yeah, you're funny. I do remember you. You were rage baiting me hard. It was good. Mind you, I was just kind of trolling to farm for content, but then I decided I didn't want to do that. How long ago was that? Oh, also for Overwatch, yeah, you are actually supposed to take a lot of angles, definitely the long range angles. Mind you, no one in Masters and below takes good angles, so it doesn't really matter that much for Overwatch. Even GMs don't really take great angles unless they're like they scrim a good bit. Haven't even mentioned Blade, bro. This is when I played more. You must have caught me on like a day where I was playing a good bit. Oh yeah, I'll see you then. And then tomorrow when I wake up. Awesome, perfect. Awesome, perfect. Awesome. Sounds good. I don't know. Sounds good. Any questions? No. Awesome. I started posting again. Oh, I hope you're still here. You can't have left so soon. You were fun. You were a lot of fun. That was a great day. Oh, it was funny though that I had like a few of the guys I coached were ranked like top 10 on front page. Were in my chat while you were talking shit. This is a guy. I was gonna call him for 2 hours last night. Wonder of his team stuff. Actually, let me send him a good luck message. Because I hope he does well. Good luck tomorrow. You got this. I need to figure out what I want to do for if I do want to do a rest of a stream. I feel like I'm gonna want to end soon. Yeah, let me see how their match is going. This is like exactly what I'm looking for, by the way. So I'm getting in the game. So if you stream, I'll probably be here. Okay, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna start streaming more. I'm coaching right now. Some of the big U streamers, the Necros team, which I'm hoping they start doing scrims and start doing VODs. That'd be good for me. I haven't really streamed too much lately, but I'm gonna start getting back into it and getting a lot more consistent. I'm also gonna start doing actual like YouTube content and stuff like that. Mind you, the YouTube content is probably gonna be a lot lower quality content because it's just meant to be when you post on YouTube. It's kind of hard to get a full grasp of everything on YouTube. So mostly, if you're just listening in here, you're gonna get a much better understanding of the game. But because I'm going to start doing all my coaching sessions, or at least most of my coaching sessions, I'm going to do on stream, which I have 2 tomorrow, which they're pretty spread out. One's at 5 p.m. and one's at midnight. So I don't know if I'm going to stream in the middle of all that or I'm just going to chill. I might just record, like stream the sessions and then chill after, because I don't know, that doesn't seem too, that's 7 hours is a lot for me. I don't stream that much, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, I need to check out how Jaco and Wait, why am I not part of his fucking thing anymore? I gotta like keep this as a pop out to stay in. Okay. What makes Terra so good? Terra is a goat. I'm not the biggest fan of Terra, but he's an amazing, 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 amazing player. So what makes Terra so good? He has the best mechanics on DPS by not a crazy margin, but he has the best mechanics on DPS for sure.
I'm gonna try to take this off angle here.
And then there we go. See, the problem with this angle he's taking is it's a little close of an angle, or an off angle for Phoenix, because once they get under, he's going to be too close to them. Better than main and not bad since you have ult, but a bit close and out of LOS for Onyx to play. That's better than man and not bad since you have ult, but a bit close.
Better than man, not bad since you have ult, but a bit close. No, that lets you play Phoenix to play. Yeah, I'm just trying to test out like different angles and like play where I'm not used to playing.
100%.
But yeah, you're right. That's a fair point.
And
wow. Oh, there's a big inspiration goal holding up the group. Yeah. Just be awkward spacing. Yep. Just trying shit out. I think I think flanking more is like does feel a little better instead of just like trying to play with the team.
good. Sorry. And you can spam it too if they have Moon Knight or Star Lord. I don't know who they have. the spammed out isn't as much of a problem because in these games it's always going to be Phoenix and either a dive DPS, Wolf, something like that. But also Terra is IGL for when he usually plays, and his comms and his game sense are just really, really top level. Kind of unfortunate that we just did an hour and a half coaching session, and now they're getting touched, we'll go with. But pre-roll-off. I don't know what a pre-roll-off is, but it says pre-roll ads are disabled for 61 minutes. Maybe not. Actually, I think he does IGL. I know he shot calls a lot, and he's really good at it. I think this is a comfortable set. I'm just gonna sit like this for a little bit. Okay. Who do you think the best DPS to play just into anything right now? Phoenix or Daredevil, 100%. Yeah, either one. Who do you think the best DPS to play into? Yeah, by far. Mainly because everything that's meta just kind of surrounds them. Definitely Phoenix. Phoenix probably, if I had to pick one. Share viewers, 141. That's crazy. Oh, that's kind of sick. Yeah, I don't got shit like that. This guy's a way doper stream than I do. Yeah, and some reason my thing just keeps disappearing. I'm not really sure why. Also, go check out Jaco. Sorry, I'm bumming views off from him, but I just kind of want to watch his gameplay. I can't imagine he cares too much that I'm watching it. Wait, no, Terra's the best player in the game.
This guy's not playing Rocket? I have no clue.
Let's watch his stream as well. Can I? There we go. See, both of them got dope setups. I look like I'm not homeless, obviously, I'm in a home, but like I got a really awkward setup. It's crazy. I got so much to improve, and I feel like if I do better, at top 100, no biggie. I mean, I haven't watched you play, but I mean, a big part of it, like top 500, is just filled with pro players who do lots of scrims, are always like limit testing. They just have a lot more knowledge, like, than most players, because a lot of them are on just top teams. It's also no regions, so it's everyone from NA, EU, Asia. It's just, yeah, all pro players who just kind of dominate top 500 right now. Hi, Gainer. Gainer is a pro too. Gainer, why are you awake right now? Like 8 AM for you. Wonder where we are in the...
Yo, oh, there we go.
Hey, we're up here. That's so cool. This gene is frying. Yeah. That's the whole goal. Wait, can they hear me? How could I hear myself there?
Obviously, like, also too, chat. Without, if I didn't get that question, I would have been already just in game chat telling my Jeff this swap, bro. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I gotta update the solo. Yeah, you're right.
Dying with ult, bro. But now that I'm just
You're right.
more focused on like how I'm gonna fight and like how I'm controlling the space and stuff, it changes the game because you can still win with Jeff dying every single time you ult. You know what I mean? Like it's still stoppable. But it comes down to the decisions you make. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love it.
Just like
yeah.
like carry. But
No,
like,
he's crazy mechanical. Really, really good mechanical.
You know what I mean? He plays to like somehow win this game. Like I thought I had to just look for like the fattest Groot ult and like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that.
Oh, you're making me smile.
Like carrying in like a different way. I think that's like the best way to look at it.
Good job, follow.
Yo, Kips, appreciate the follow, buddy. Appreciate you. Also for the coaching too as well, bro. Thank you.
Oh, this guy looks fun. This guy looks really cool. That's awesome. All right, this Genius Fry, yeah, he's nuts. Mechanically, he's insane. Really good aim. I mean, he plays a bunch of Black Widow. Really, really good player. He mostly plays Black Widow, so Black Widow is just dog meat. MC1. Now I was top 10 for a minute in season 0, then stopped playing. Hop on Rainbow Six. I wish I was good at aiming, or like Rainbow Six is so fun. That was a game I like grinded in low ass lobbies with my friends on console. We were dog meat, but we had so much fun shit talking each other. Like we would just shit talk the whole time. Great game, really fun. Oh, you shit talk a little too much, you get team killed. Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah, no, that's the only part about playing what I play, but coaching rivals so much. That's all my free time goes to that. So I haven't, like, all my friends play Xbox and I'm always on a PC. So like they'll play like FIFA, they'll play a bunch of games on like console, and I just haven't had time. Even though I have 2 brand new Xboxes, I haven't had time to play with them, which is probably the worst like thing. But mind you, I do enjoy doing stuff like this. But nothing really beats a late game night of FIFA with the boys. Doing good. This is really good. He's looking good. Good. Really good angling. Really good angles. Really good angles there. That was good. Nah, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Oh! Yeah, there he went main.
Glucose biosensor that reveals how food, exercise, and even
I hope he doesn't read that. He's gonna be like, why is he being an asshole? I was top 2K on Siege, playing with some pros and content creators. They were just fun. Can't stick with the game. What other games do you play? Besides Siege, Overwatch, this? Because right now I'm awful, really awful at it, but I play Rocket League. I'm like high diamond, low champ. I'm playing a little bit of Overwatch lately. Destiny 2. So one of my like friends, coworkers, used to be like have like world records on whenever they do. I don't know anything about Destiny 2, but whenever they do like release the patch, and they have they do like new bosses and new speed runs or whatever it is, he'd always be on for like 24 hours going for speed runs in Destiny 2. That's all I really know about the game. Even though I play a lot of MMOs, or I used to play a lot of MMOs, I've never tried that one. League, I suck at League. I play that with friends. I got up to Plat, I think, but I only played for like 3 or 4 months. It was not my game. Yeah, I've never done it. He seemed to really fucking enjoy grinding. I don't think I could play a game that long.
Probably should have chilled out a little bit. Go down the sub.
No worries. I got your back. Us against the world.
Oh, let's see. Bro, it's 3 a.m. for me, and I have to wake up in 7 hours, but I'm actually having a good time right now, so. Get out, back up, back up, back up, back up. Go back, go back, go back. He's playing really well. All that was perfect decision making. Good. Oh god, now you guys gotta see me spell. No, I can't spell.
Oh, but Mac is back here?
He's gonna win this game. Good. That's all we can hope for. He's doing well.
Score 3-2.
I think the first support in this engaging is big value. Yeah, I was trying. Like, I think like
He got a
that helped me a
contagious
lot.
smile.
I think definitely that helped me a lot. We lost to Malkron, one of the worst tank ever. GG's. GG's, bro. Got the. W coach, bro.
Bruh.
Nah, I ain't, hold on. Let me let. I ain't even finna
I can't spell
entertain that,
infectious.
I ain't even finna entertain that. That guy is shameless.
No way, dude.
I'd say the first thing.
You played. That's fucked up.
My team ignores Phoenix, dude.
You played.
That felt really good. Like that game felt really good. I was trying to like pick more off angles.
I think the first thing I noticed, I say like off the advice you gave me with the cooldown management. I didn't manage every cooldown, but the other groups, Big Wall, definitely managed that. And like the tip with keeping not having the wall up. I still did it a few times on defense, but like just not like just walling off the wolf after like the play each other maker, like just like changing how I'm like positioned. And like how you said about like how the part swing, right? I just played out wide, like kind of like where I wanted to like position, so like there's no like opening for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Explain that, but
No, I kind of get it.
I say it helped me for surely. Like dealing with the wolf, it made like dealing with wolf like a breeze. For surely. That game, like obviously I still got kidnapped a few times, but it definitely like the cooldown management was like a big one. It helped with, and I just got to get better with like that, and like get better with like obviously like the push and pull. But that definitely felt smooth. It felt better. Hold on, BRB.
When it happens. All right, sorry. When does Ignite start for Rivals? So we have. Let me pull out the Marvel Rivals 2026 roadmap. I'm still not exactly sure what region I'm gonna play. So I assume here's the roadmap. So there's nothing until like early April, March. That's when preseason starts. Mind you, they are going to decide which orgs and which teams are going to be sponsored Marvel Rivals partnered teams / orgs, which is crazy. Then Ignite Stage 1, like the actual money tournament, starts May, June. Like, oh, it's too far away. And then September, October, Stage 2. But obviously finals, grand finals, mid-season qualifiers is interesting. That is interesting. But like, so the good part is I got signed up with
not die when it happens. Yeah, I think that was like the biggest thing, like trying to deny getting like displaced when I should just be making sure I have something to like respond for it and like position as best I can.
I don't know why this thing locks me out so much. Oh. Oh. No, Jaco, you're good. I just figured out why my thing was like busted and why I couldn't like join a stream and why I keep having to like click on it. The browser it logs into is Brave. Let me wait. The browser I log into is Brave, and somehow it was ad blocked. So I couldn't join like stream with people. I don't know if you're still listening or not, but okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know I ad blocked myself. I was like wondering why I couldn't join. I had a bunch of like people that like we were gonna do joint streams and I just couldn't do it. I was really annoyed. Also, do you have your recorded VODs separate?
Mouse pad, yeah, I got the Gravity Yume.
I might not be listening more. It's okay though. I just don't know. I tried to separate it and I couldn't. It was upsetting. Damn, 4-minute queues for Celestial Eternity is kind of crazy.
Usually more.
Okay, but I'm glad I have a shared stream now. Actually works. Let me see here.
Yo, Coach Kibbs, hop in Discord, bro. You gotta give us live coaching, maybe.
I don't think I got. I don't got a roll, bro. I don't got a roll.
No, you should. You should have
got
it.
a roll.
I gave you access to the channel.
You did?
Oh, wait, never mind. Hold on.
I think I do now. Maybe 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a guy who joined. He joined like, or he was in my chat like 2 months ago, and he was shit talking. They came back and he said you got nasty aim.
You gonna wear that score outfit when Deadpool comes out? No. Wait, saying I have nasty aim?
Yeah, he said you were going nuts because I was watching you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
No, we don't like that guy. We don't like that guy. Oh, good. We're back on this map.
Much I doing that flank thing.
Okay. I mean, you could just take high ground. You don't have to like force it. Maybe not. You actually,
depends on like what they have.
you have Penny. You might have to force it. My only question is, does my stream still here when my
Wait, should
Discord's
I ask the
muted?
Penny to come with me?
You could. That's not a bad idea.
Yo, Penny, come left with me, Penny. Come here, come here.
Odds that she listens, I'm gonna put it like.
Get the
oh,
ammo,
wow.
get the ammo, DVD.
Well, a whole team's here? What the hell?
Yeah, you all go left.
I'm
What
dead.
the fuck? What is this?
One dead. Emma's up here.
I'm not gonna lie, this isn't what I meant, but we're gonna play it off like this somehow is my
She's
point.
like right below them.
I mean, technically, this is better spacing than just playing main because you take a really nice angle, you open up the map, and they don't really have any cover to play around. I mean, that was pretty good. It was better than last time.
Oh,
There's a second way. That's
floor
my bad.
slippery, floor slippery.
Oh shit! They got.
Just press the subs a little bit. Nice.
Nice. Okay, I'm delayed.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm delayed. I thought you guys already won that fight. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Okay, but I feel kind of bad. I thought they already won the fight. Do I need to learn to dive/brawl character? You think coaches Hella Phoenix Bucky? Yeah, Hella Phoenix Bucky should be good in every situation. You always need a medium to like long range DPS. Unless you're Psylocke, Star-Lord.
We swing out like on this right side.
Always going to be really high meta. Also, I appreciate the follow, Sleazy. Kind of a rough name. But yeah, those three should be able to take care of, like, most metas should have one of those three characters inside of it. Unless, like, Widow becomes meta, Hawkeye becomes a meta.
I should have taken the icon there.
Like, I can play Psy, but I don't feel 100% like I'm getting value, but her ult I use either in or to counter pressure. I mean, int is good, but you want to be using it to more play on the outskirts. You want to ult, kind of play on the edge of where their team is, be able to kind of get a few dinks, force out a support ult, and then disengage.
Go main, let Penny and
that's the main
Phoenix go
reason
left
they
side.
increase like the movement
What
speed.
the hell, dude?
Uh-oh.
What? Why is there a Groot there? Okay.
Good part is if they lock in, they do have a Penny, so defense should be easy. Look at you,
quick.
The video I'm posting, it's 5 like very important things, but they're all kind of basic. One of them is there's defensive ults and there's offensive ults. So your engage ults are used to either start a fight, get kills, or to force out support ults. And then the next step, if you get kills, you stabilize and push. If you first you engage to take space. You get kills, you keep pushing. If they use a support ult, you disengage. So a lot of times offensive ults are used to be able to disengage. I'm sorry. Offensive ults are used to force out a support ult and then disengage.
He's only right now alive. Nice.
Oh no. Oh no.
Nice.
Can you see that Bucky's aim?
The cap, thank God.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. This thing keeps disappearing on me. I'm in it though, but I don't know. I don't want to hear myself. I very much dislike hearing my own voice. As much as I like to talk. Maybe that shit.
Gotta die here.
Hey, we're really happy. Look at us. Where is?
Help!
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's the same.
No! Ah!
I think he's playing too
I don't trust
close.
any Bucky that isn't wearing the Christmas skin. True.
Good mechanic. He's really good aim too. Yeah, take that left side. You gotta go quicker. That's close. It's close.
Yeah,
We just gotta go a
he's
little
like
quicker.
super far behind wall.
That's fine. Pro play. They use it.
This guy just copied me?
You know, support out the others. kill.
No way,
Kill.
dude.
Yeah. So once you force the portal, your options are then to either force that kill and get the kill. Well, yeah, force a kill. What am I talking about? Force enough pressure to get a kill, or to just disengage.
They're
Every
walking down.
single
I
time.
know it's.
You just gotta be quick.
Good girl.
Yeah, he's playing too much main. Which reminds you, they do have Spider-Man, so it's a little scary, and we have Penny, so it's not as bad to play main. He's just gonna get locked in and not get as much value.
They have combo here. Yeah.
But because they have Penny, they have no space control. It's really hard.
I'm looking. I am blocked them.
Aggressive. And that's never gonna get too much value. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys. I'm just mumbling to myself because I need to keep awake as well.
And for a block there, that's me. I
Yo,
got
I'd tweet
telegraph
on
it
a penny.
last. It was good, Lord. It's good, Brody. Just got telegraphed that one less.
No, I mean it's hard to push and take space when you have a Penny. I'm not gonna lie, because she doesn't actually like. She just holds main and like core, but like you can't really take off angles well with her. Mind you, defense, you guys should have a really easy time because you have Penny. But yeah, offense, you guys are the, like, it's sort of like there you couldn't really take angles because the tank that's supposed to help you like clear space is Penny.
Yeah.
How is it 4 a.m. for you? Is that a thing?
I'm surprised that Penny didn't like flank more. I feel like attack Penny's like usually try to flank.
True, which would have helped you a lot because then you would have been actually able to take angles and stuff. But I mean, he's not. She's not. Gummy.
Okay. I'm dead.
Forgot about that. I honestly forgot that was a time zone.
No.
I'm East Coast. I'm
Do I
actually
need to
pretty
ask
close.
my enemies to shield me? Like,
I've gone to Canada a few times. Pretty fun. Yeah, just ask for it. I mean, definitely she's not shielding you.
yeah.
The rain.
Yeah, I'm just dead. We're dead again.
Yep. Can't walk out there.
Pussies. Called the first one savage, mold my mood. That's what it was. 2016, we was running around, beating
What right side door?
I know she around for the money, but act like she loyal. I don't for the love.
The part is yeah, I went to Niagara.
Can you shield me up top in this?
The drive-through was actually really fun. It was a 7-hour drive. I wasn't going to go on the vacation, but so my girlfriend and her family left before me, and then like an hour and a half later, because I had a wedding, my sister's wedding to go to, 3 or 4 days later. I was just like,
Oh my god, dude! I'm just like stuck in the bush.
1 sec, I'm sorry. That's
Yes,
really
it is.
unfortunate. You got stuck in a divot. So I have a Ford Explorer. So driving through New York, everyone thought I was a cop car. And I just went like 110 on the highway the whole time. And every time someone was in my way, they would just move over. And it was really nice. Mind you, I don't promote speeding. No, I wasn't unlucky. I just wasn't going to go. Because it was, I would have to drive 7 hours. And then 2 days later, drive 7 hours. I'm trying to remember.
Yo, can you help me up top?
I'm trying to remember if my girlfriend made it to the wedding or not. I don't think she did. Yeah, it was a pain. Definitely because I don't usually drive that much. Trying to remember if she made it or not. The wedding. I think I drive by myself home as well.
Fuck, dude.
Mind you, the drive there. So they left 2 hours before me.
Okay.
I got gas, got food, and only took like
That's
one
36
piss.
and 6.
And I got there before them. So they left 2 hours before me, and I got there a half hour before them, and it was a 6 hour drive. I just like it was. I probably should have not gone that fast. It was bad. And then actually, yeah, so the drive back was 10 times worse. I was falling asleep the whole time. I was like on a time schedule, so I got there as they're doing some kind of like I think as they're doing the fucking vows. I'm like, so it's like a big venue with like a big backyard, I guess, like a bunch of trees and all this shit. And I get there in the parking lot. I change in the car. I have to take a piss in the woods because I'm just completely late. I held my piss because I just didn't have time to take a break. And I get there as they're doing the vows, and I'm just sitting like probably like 50 yards away in the parking lot, just kind of like not trying to interrupt. Cause I'm not trying to like run in there as they're doing the vows because it's my sister. It'd be awkward because I'm supposed to sit in like front and something. So yeah, I got there late, really awkward.
It's like kind of close.
But I mean, I got there for pictures and everything, so that was good. But no, it was super awkward because I got there just really late. This is a great gym song. Oh. Yeah, that was a good part. It was just so I was falling asleep the whole time. So 2 hours in, I'm like barely holding my eyes open, driving down the highway, exhausted. I watch a car from the median. So I'm going this way. From the median, the car's coming this way. Slam into the barrier, bounce off it, and just keep going. Like at like 80, like bang into the barrier. Yeah, I wasn't gonna turn the valves. I was like, I'm not fucking this up. I'm not gonna lie.
One's kind of tough.
Yeah. I mean, having Penny just hurts because she has to pop.
Why is this guy typing, bro?
Yeah, I don't know why he's typing. I'm thinking, I wanna completely pass out in like 20 minutes.
Wait, should I avoid the penny?
I avoided the penny and the Spuddy.
Okay.
Bro. Moon Knight just like farms your guys' front line too. Definitely if Penny's not playing off angles, Moon Knight's just like eating good.
That's why I was thinking maybe just go mag, but I felt like I wasn't gonna be able to do anything on him either.
Just have to play slow. Mag's not bad here. Mind you, Groot's not bad either, but if your Penny's on an off angle, Groot's actually pretty good here. But if your Penny's with you, you guys are gonna just get like farmed. Because like he just did so much. He wouldn't even do too much. Also, he just also got big combos off. He also had Rocket. How long did you have Rocket? Long?
I could go to the pretend team. We had Rocket like 75% of the game.
Okay, then yeah, that sucks. Definitely if they have Luna the whole game, because that's just Luna's a lot better. Definitely, like for Phoenix duels and like for Phoenix to actually play an off angle. Like if you have at least a Snowflake, you can do that. If you don't have Snowflake, you're kind of you don't have anyone that can, no tanks that can play an off angle. Your other DPS can't play an off angle, and your supports you can get Invis shield. And that's about it. You're just in a rough spot, at least for angle wise. And then front line, I mean, you're kind of in a 2v1. W avoid system is right. Z slime avoid me twice already.
Yeah,
I'm not
the
even
penny's in my
game.
chat.
I am
gotta give
0
him
out of
text, bro.
100
Penny,
with you this
that's not how
Flash,
you play
bro, what do
Penny.
you want me to do, bro?
If that
Like,
helps.
what do you want me to do? Flash, like, I tried, bro. I genuinely tried, bro. I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you.
You were playing better at the game of Strange, even though Penny was throwing.
Those-
Yeah, I think maybe like Mag, I think would have been better over the Strange, cause combo with Phoenix, right?
Wait. I'm gonna.
But you still
maybe.
get combo. But
Yeah, I
technically,
appreciate it. Yeah, come back whenever.
I think our Bucky is also too focused on the Spidey. Yeah.
I appreciate Canada MR for the follow. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be streaming at least 5 to 7 days a week. We'll see though. Yeah, my worst actually coaching session ever was with the Penny. Because I was just completely clueless. It was when I was like new to coaching. I did Full Metal Lamps. He's a good friend of mine. I talk to him all the time, but I know it was the worst coaching session ever. I was new to coaching. I never coached because I just never coached Penny before. I was like 3 months into coaching. I was just trying to get like out there more, and I reached out to him. And it was just like I had no idea how. Like I could explain like how to act, like the stuff I went over kind of with you guys. Well, obviously it was a lot worse because this is a while ago. But no, like Penny doesn't like fit a lot of like standards.
Yeah.
Like, and I just didn't know like his game style, like how he played Penny wasn't like anyone else. He would just like take incredibly quick angles into backline and set up mines, and I just didn't know anything of that. So it was just bad. It wasn't like bad. It was just kind of awkward because I just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, Penny's playing Penny honestly is like it works.
I mean, it's the highest win rate, but like if you don't actually know how to rotate and stuff like that, you're gonna struggle.
That's true.
What are your thoughts on Moon Knight? Is it worth picking up Moon Knight?
Not right now. I'd wait till meta, like patch notes before you try to work on anyone besides Phoenix, to be honest, or like play anyone. Like right now, it's just Phoenix's king. Patch notes can obviously throw the whole meta upside down. So I don't know.
My chat's asking me to ask you, what do you think about Shotgun Punisher? Flank Punisher.
I've met one Punisher in my day that would he only did shotgun. He was like, I think a challenge. He was on a Smurf account, and he would just grapple in, set up grapples, and just keep grappling in and shotgunning people. That's what he's
There's a guy named Fire King Momo, and that's suppressed as well. And basically, what they do is just like they grapple the backline and like get one support, and then maybe get out, or like they die most of the time, but they just win off the fact because like they just keep killing the supports.
Really? Like that's their full strat?
Yeah, they have like 30 deaths at the end of the game, but they win. Because they're like,
really?
They just always get a support. Yeah.
That's funny. I probably wouldn't recommend that as a strat. But it could
it's
work.
definitely like a unorthodox like ranked only type of strat. But like,
yeah. Pun's just bad because his hitbox so big. I'll be honest.
Yeah, true.
Like how are you supposed to duel against Hella Phoenix at long range when you have to shoot consistent? They can peek corners. Yeah, mind you, he's good front to back because since his hitbox is big and he has to consistently shoot, he needs to be like getting a lot of resources and on like a main angle, like stacked with a lot of teammates. So when meta is like available for that, it's good. But like if you play Hella or Phoenix at hard count as Punisher, you just got to take an angle.
Yeah.
You guys should ban Penny.
Is he on the other team?
I mean, there's only a few Qs going on at Celestial right now. You don't have to. That's kind of mean, but it was just funny.
One of my mods wanted to ask like how to put in coach consultation. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Coach consultation?
Yeah, like I think they want coaching. I think that's like how to
normally it's through my server, and I'm kind of pricey. I'm not gonna lie. They can add my Discord if you want to give them my Discord. That's fine. Tell them that.
I got you.
Oh, it's happening. The Penny ban's happening.
Are you guys both East Coast?
No, we're West Coast.
That makes sense. I'm gonna say you guys seem a lot more lively. I'm getting fucking tired.
What time is it for you?
I'm East Coast, so it's 3:30. Yeah. You're LA, right?
Oh, we're like, I'm SoCal. I don't know where Alan's from. He's like,
You give me SoCal energy. I have
100%.
my girlfriend's best friend. So we just graduated college, but she's from SoCal. We're gonna go visit soon, actually, in like 3 or 4 months, because she just came up here for her birthday and like Christmas. Well, the like end of Christmas and New Year's. So we're gonna go there during like the summertime. Which I've never been to California. Farthest I've been West Coast wise was
Where
Vegas.
are you going, like specifically?
What's the? We're going to her house. We're just gonna stay there. What's the big? They have the really big. The school that has in all the movies. They burned down a bit too in the fires. Let me look.
I'm not sure.
LA areas. Let's look. LA districts. Damn. I don't remember.
Let's go mid. Yeah, we could drop. Here's the Hawk on, or he's on main now.
Wow.
It's gonna be tough. I might have to match the Groot solo tank if we're 3-sub, and then just have a wall. What's good? They doubled. We will let Gambit Phoenix first. They double there. We should be able to kill Gambit. They're walled.
music that y'all grew up on. I'm responsible for you retarded fools. I'm the super villain, dad and mom was losing their marbles too. You marvel that Eddie Brock is you, and I'm the suit, so call me Venom. I got that adrenaline momentum, not going when I'm never gonna slow up in 'em. Ready to snap any momentum, thinking it's time to go get 'em. They ain't gonna know what hit 'em when they get beat with the venom. I got that adrenaline momentum, not going when I'm never gonna slow up in 'em. Ready to snap any momentum, thinking it's time to go get 'em. They ain't gonna know what hit 'em.
Good look here, man. Good look here, man. I'm gonna keep on. They're looking for me. Right side door. It's gonna be their side.
That's unfortunate.
You're dead.
So like I just struggle so much against Hawkeye. I feel like.
I mean, it makes sense. If you play him at range, he just kind of beats on you, and even close range, it's not like it's an easy matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed.
All right. Have a good night, bro.
Yeah.
Good coaching.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. Thank you.
Good to meet you. It's good to see you again. I will catch up with you guys later. Bye bye.
Yep. Peace.
Revolution, I suppose. In red, in the black garden. Oh. And then I'm out, out on the rhythm buzz. Is it the apocalypse? Oh. My bones have to make my system up. Okay, let me check my calendar for tomorrow. Okay, I appreciate everyone for what's it called? For watching my stream. I'll put my Discord link in chat once I figure out how to do that. From inside. I'm sorry, you guys gotta listen to my singing. To make my system bow. Age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age. That's crazy. Guru just started streaming?
Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or better known as ADHD, is a mental disorder that affects an individual's ability to focus, causing them to move around more frequently. They may also have trouble controlling their impulsive behaviors.
One time for them praying on my downfall. 2 times for the homies in the child hall. 3 times for them hoes on the internet shitting on niggas when they really should get out more. 4 times for the days that were all bad. 5 times for the bitches who ain't called back. 6 times for the kids like me who got ADHD just to kidnap a nigga like ISIS. Whoa, turn the whole world to a crisis. Whoa, walk around the city with an ice pick. I've been paranoid, usually I ain't like this. Ain't no telling how crazy I might get. Beat the police with a nightstick. My whole life I've been lifeless. Now I'm so fly, I'm a motherfucking flight risk. Whoa, fuck a couple hoes till I pass out. Whoa, niggas throwing stones at my glass house. Whoa, I remember sleeping on my dad's couch. Whoa, now I got the Bentley and it's blacked out. Whoa, family looking at me like a cash cow. Whoa, everybody dissing just to have clout. Whoa, thought you had a chance, now you asked out. Nigga, I'm the motherfucking man, where you at now? Whoa, Fuck it, I'ma hit them till they jumping. I ain't tripping, this is nothing. I've been living in the dungeon. I done held a couple grudges. What the hell I got ejected? Meet the devil, I'm a cousin. I ain't settling.
Good night, everybody.
I mean, I don't know, bro.
Is this the high ground here again? Honestly, from what I've seen, just like if we just go off like the understanding of the game, like cooldown usage, some games we just can't do more.
Yo, Coach gets 6 for 8, bro. Appreciate you.
They might just be using better.
According to the American Psychiatric Association, it affects roughly 8% of children and 2% of adults, commonly believed to only affect boys because they are perceived
As rowdy and rambunctious.
One time for them praying on my downfall. 2 times for them bitches in the South Shore. 3 times for them days on the block getting chased by the cops like a motherfucking outlaw. 4 times for them days that were all bad. 5 times for the bitches who ain't called back. 6 times for the kids like me who got ADHD just
Joining need a couple hearses. Double homicide, kill the beat and the verses. Everybody living on the surface, but we came from the underground. Yeah, we deserve what's beef.